All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are about to get into Philo. It's been the best sentiment day so far, even though the Dow and the Russell is red. You're running off of Microsoft and Meta. They're still good, even though they sold off. It's still up. At the limits, we got a 90-day extension with Mexico. We haven't heard yet. We're going to hear more from that. We're supposed to get Caroline Levin and a couple of other things, but you got big earnings after the bell, and then that data tomorrow morning's data. That is the most volatility priced in. Yo, VSAT. Oh, shit. VSAT. Remember we saw STAS? That's 8%. Oh, you might be at something, bro. Did they halt it? Nope, they're just not billing me. Yeah, they didn't film. Okay, what? I'm canceling the other. I had to adjust it. I got a cheapie. Little scammers. Yeah, 8%, bro. 10%. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just, that's triggering. That's it. You see anything on V? Again, I'm going to leave the wire up during Philo, but it's 8%. No headline yet, but that's just too big of a move. That's the algo trigger. Oh, they're still, dude, I don't have a headline yet. Wait for it. They went up fat. Dude, I put in the first order and didn't fill. They raised it, and then I did another single order, and I got that one. I had to cancel the other one. But it was only a couple cents higher, like 2 cents. They scammed. Amen, bro. God bless you, bro. Thank you. The veterans, bro. Amen. That's why, bro. I said it this morning, bro. All this stuff we imply through our actions, man. The freedom we possess, bro. It's crazy. So don't ever lose sight of that. Democrats propose new bill to limit foreign data access by TikTok. Interesting. Oh, activist investor? Okay, it might not be that big. The plays are all up still. They're not coming down yet. Wait till the first red, they will. Activist investor to split broadband and defense units. Not bad. So that's not going to be as good. I like it, but that's not going to have the same follow through. Damn it. That's what I'm saying. It's coming. The plays are up. I'm going to sell it, guys, but be careful. Because you realize the last time I did this, yeah, I got 50%. Last time I did this, that was the FCX, and that fucking went 1,000% the next day. So, yeah. Card estimates spin-off could generate up to 11 billion in value. Figs is not open yet. Oh, wow. That'd be like 5 times, though. I don't know. That could have juice, but... Yeah, the 7%, I reacted like it was something bigger than just a motherfucker buying it. Does that make sense? Because if you move 7% off of real material news, we would get something good. But if you're just, what do you mean, 7% because a dickhead bought it? I don't care. So, yeah, we might get people excited, but that's not, like, objective. That's just hype. That's sentiment. Will you be able to join? Eventually you will. But like I said, at the right time, you know, so don't force it. And in the meantime, take advantage of what you can now. Because in reality, while Stream Alerts was available, people didn't take advantage of it. So you get take advantage of what you have now, and you'll have your opportunity. And then those, if you already signed up before, unfortunately, we have to change that. It's going to be a one-time thing. So if you already joined and canceled and joined, you're not going to be able to do it again. So, but in the meantime, use what you have now. And that right there will be everything. I think he's already invested, but yeah, 11. Either way, it's a pin. It could move still. I've seen activists take it 10%, 12%, but it's just not what I was expecting in the beginning. So I'll take my 50% and go home. And now we Philo. So yeah, baby, time for Philo. I hope you guys are ready. We just had that play there. So I'm out of it too. So yeah, let's have a good day. I will send out the alert. Let me go get my carbo. Oh, and let's do it, baby. I have too much for you today. You know that? Because it got longer. Because yesterday I had a long one, and then we had the Fed. CAC, Camden National, looks liquid as fuck. Remember, the second one never hits. You guys know that, right? So after we hit one of the plays, and it's like a news headline, and then you see the second one never hits. So maybe it will hit eventually, but just be careful. Because I'm like, oh, second one, 4%. But it's a liquid, and yeah, I don't know if it has the same juice. I don't know in the IPO. I have it in the top right. I'll yell it out when it comes out, but for now, I don't think we have any idea. So yeah, all right, let me go. And we have propaganda.
Report.
Good.
Some investors flat-footed or just has others so excited?
So fabulous. First of all, the CEO here is exactly the kind of CEO that Wall Street loves. He leads from the front. He leads with vision. He has the capability of turning on a dime and a demonstrated track record of building value.
All right.
He reported 22% revenue growth. Consensus was at 15%. He had a 38% growth in EPS, which was like twice the consensus average. Now, what he said on the call, so we have a hold here, so we're bearish. Obviously, we're wrong today. But what he said on the call that's worrisome is that they increased their CapEx, and it's going to be a similar increase next year. So he'll spend $100 billion, and his costs are going to be up. Operating expenses on the P&L are going to be up 20 to 24% this year, which we have the actuals for the first half. They aren't close to that, which means the back half of this year costs are growing over 30% for the next 2 quarters. And next year, he said operating expenses are going to be even higher growth, so up like 25%. So he's about to destroy the returns on capital, the free cash flow, and he's spending a lot in stock-based comp, hiring the super intelligence group that he's talking about.
So Zuckerberg renamed this company Meta. Maybe he should have renamed it Llama. It certainly is the AI part of this story that's getting people excited, but it's in a way the same playbook where he's spending, investing ahead of growth. With Meta, it was on this metaverse stuff, which people thought was kind of weird. With super intelligence, it's more on these GPUs and on people. Does history show that this kind of thing pays off?
No. I mean, we'll see. But like, he's spending money on glasses. He's spending money on Quest. He's spending money on reality labs. He's spending money on the metaverse, as you just said. This guy has more cost centers. But right now, his core business revenue is really over delivering. So it's paying for all this stuff so far.
Stock pop covers a multitude of sins. Laura Martin, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Microsoft's strong earnings as well, a key reason why Citi is upgrading CoreWeave, as I mentioned earlier, from neutral today. Despite more than doubling since its IPO in late March, CoreWeave is down 30% over the past month, with investors skeptical about the company's $9 billion acquisition of Core Scientific. But Citi says Microsoft's report shows AI demand is strong and it'll boost CoreWeave long term. Let's bring in the analyst behind the report, Citi's Tyler Radke. His $160 price target on the stock, implying 40% upside from here. Tyler, I guess the question is, does CoreWeave, how much of a moat is there around that?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So look, I think, first of all, this is a massive market. As you think about the opportunity for AI, you know, we just heard your earlier guest talking about the hundreds of billions that these mega cap companies are spending on AI. And what we heard from Microsoft last night was there continues to be amazing demand. I mean, Azure had another 4 to 5 point beat, which is really unheard of a business at this scale, but they're seeing continued capacity constraints. And so our view is that CoreWeave is going to continue to win these contracts. They announced even this morning some incremental financing to help accelerate OpenAI. There was a press release with the CFO of OpenAI quoted in it. So ultimately, we think they've demonstrated the credentials. This could be a very large market measured in the hundreds of billions of dollars, if not in the trillions over time. And while we do have some concerns that they are more of a commodity GPU provider, we still think that's valuable. I mean, to be able to operate the scale of these clusters to support some of the most demanding customers around the world, we do think there's value in that. And I would say on our target price, we actually can back into it on an earnings multiple a few years out. So in 2028, it's trading about 25 times our earnings numbers.
Tyler, hold tight. CoreWeave is just one of a growing number of companies now trying to finance AI spending by borrowing. Our Christina Parts-Nevelis is looking at that in today's Tech Chat. Christina.
John, the scramble to build AI infrastructure has really morphed into a credit race in a, quote, very large market, as Tyler just said moments ago. Well, CoreWeave leads the charge using GPU-backed loans, aka using its chips as collateral, as well as high-yield bonds to finance data center growth. It now carries over $17 billion in funding commitments, and some of it is at double-digit interest rates. Long-term contracts with OpenAI and Microsoft, for example, provide some cover, but the company is racing to build revenue before debt payments hit. XAI, another example, raised $10 billion in July, half in debt, and is seeking $12 billion more to build out their AI infrastructure. With limited operating history, they're using unconventional collateral, including its Grok model IP. Meta is playing a different game entirely. It's negotiating a $29 billion private credit deal with Apollo, KKR, a few others, according to the FT. Off-balance sheet financing lets Meta invest heavily in AI while preserving credit metrics. That is key, but does make things far less transparent. And then you have OpenAI's Stargate project, which secured over $11 billion for Texas data center build-out, a Texas data center build-out. What stands out is that it's turning to private lenders instead of traditional markets, like banks, for example. AI isn't just driving innovation, it's rewriting the playbook for how tech companies borrow, collateralize, and scale. The winners might not be the ones with the best models, but the best financing terms. And so when debt comes due, John, the smartest chatbots won't matter if you can't pay the bills.
So true.
John?
So true. Christina, thank you. I want to mention the new indication price for FIGMA, a bit lower. It's now between $95 and $98 a share. Tyler, I want to get back to you on this debt idea. I mean, we do see in tech
a little bit lower after you raised it.
There's a cycle there.
Nothing is lower. Nothing.
With warehouses during the pandemic. Given the level of debt that's being taken on,
so it starts at 30, and then you raise it to 97, and then it goes to 92, and you want to say the word lower.
Yeah. So I think the important
is this just
thing
the
to remember
English?
is
It's like
the
we
order of
don't have enough words.
in which
Can we
CoreWeave
speak
does
Arabic?
business, right?
There's a much more
it's not
eloquent
that they're
language
going
that
out
could describe
and
it maybe
raising
better.
debt and speculating on customers that they're going to sign, right? They get an order from a customer like an OpenAI, a contractual commitment. Again, not from startups, from major AI companies.
They
go out, make a down payment
for not lowering their
on
house
the
price.
GPUs, and then finance the rest, right? So you do have contractual obligations, non-cancelable
we need better words.
That
maybe we should stop using words.
Very credible. Now, obviously, if we get to a scenario where all of a sudden, there's a disruption in, say, the chipset side, or in terms of model architecture.
Imagine hearing
there
lower.
Are some risks, but I think, for the next year, certainly we're continuing to hear capacity constraints from the big players like Microsoft, and ultimately, this debt is backed by contracts from some of the largest companies around the world that are very well
That's what I'm saying.
capitalized.
You guys are becoming
right. That's a piece that that you mentioned that I wonder about.
That's why I want you to notice what I notice, and I'm gonna call it out
business model still becoming
if
clearer because it's
untrained
not
mind, the
profitable, but they're
same
growing really
stimulus,
fast.
same
and
input,
in the event
it'll hit
that
different.
there's a slowdown,
You see what I'm saying?
right? And there's
like the
because
interactions
the
in the
build-out
chat,
has
what
to be
they're
somewhat
doing,
ahead
all the way
of
down
demand,
to the
at
words
least
on
the
TV,
efforts, the commitments
when
ahead of
describing
demand. If
something
there's
that
a
can influence
slowdown,
you to buy.
how do you expect some of
So I
these
say it, just be
companies like
aware.
CoreWeave with
And if you
these
have that awareness,
commitments
it'll save
to
you a
react
lot.
stock-wise?
That's it. Train
Yeah,
your mind.
well, I think
filter it.
CoreWeave, as we've seen with the volatility, you talked about it, down 40% in a month, up 2 to 3x from the IPO. I would expect this to be volatile for sure if it's a slowdown. I mean, it is a leveraged play on this theme. But again, we're at the early innings of this build out, right? I mean, we're seeing demand today from the OpenAIs and some of these other high growth startups like the Cursors of the world.
All right. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, are you ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this, bro. And I'm apologizing, okay? Because I know this dumb IPO about to come out, and I feel like I've already shared with you a lot of information that nobody has said on Wall Street today regarding IPOs. And we even got Chads literally on the floor listening. I'm just so thank you, brother. It actually even relates to something crazy, bro. But point is, I'm going to talk about Jesus and God. And I have a really good one today. And I really wanted to say this one because I wanted to say it yesterday, but we have to wait for Powell. So I'm not waiting for greed today. But it's simple, bro. I'm going to try my best. We're going to react to the market. I'll get you breaking stuff. I mean, we're good at it. And you see the chat, bro. This chat room, bro. You guys are even, man, I have my own skills, bro. But these guys, they're even hella quick, bro. They got everything in here. So thank you. And I hope the wire and other stuff will help you out. And the other info I said in relation. So I'm here to help. But we got to talk about this, bro. And like I'm saying, I want some trained minds, bro. Oh, and it's beautiful, and just blessings to all of you. And if you don't want to listen, I encourage you not to listen, because you should never do something you don't want to do. And we'll talk about that even more. But I'm gonna just tell you something trippy, you guys, okay? Especially when homeboys at the Wall Street floor sending me that. I had another trippy experience literally 2 days ago, and it relates to this damn stream, dog. Dude. Yo, this stream is crazy, guys, okay? Do you understand how wild it is that all of us have came together? The influence, the size, the real life impact, the good, the hater, all, dude, it's wild. It really is. No, bro, this shit's crazy. It trips me out. God is good, bro. That's why why you think I be yelling God all the time? I'm like, I don't know what's happening. It's God, dog. What do you this is so complex. It's not even like, bro, it's so fucking complex. It runs so deep that I'm like, man, it's too much. God is good, bro. It's all him. Because, dude, I like, this is what happens every couple of years, bro. Like, do you realize I don't know who the fuck is listening to me? Like, I know, but I don't know. And dude, I'm telling you, like, once a year, once every couple of months, I just get hit up out of nowhere. And somebody will be like, I've been watching you, Josh. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? And then and they'll either be very crazy people in like a good way, or they'll just like, I'm like, what? Like, you watch? Or like, hold up. So yesterday I had I'm not going to tell you who it is. And this is somebody I've known in my life. I actually got to meet them. And they're really like trippy. They're really, really trippy. They're hella into like, they're big in like spirituality and other stuff. And it tripped me out because they were telling me, and this is going to sound crazy, and it's funny because I even took what they told me and I put it into Chat GPT and I put it in the Grok. And they tripped out, bro, because they're like, there is no factual claims. You cannot. Usually AI will agree with you and doesn't try to tell you no. I don't know if you guys have noticed that when you go into AI and try to, like, it tries to conversate with you. It doesn't try to shut you down. Have you noticed that? But there are certain topics where it will shut you down. Oh, dude. Okay, but long story short, man, somebody even said it today, and they were like, I think things got better when you played the meditation music. And now, I don't know if I agree with this, but I had this guy, crazy dude. He said, Josh, I've been watching you. I've been watching, and I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is the appropriate voice, but if you know me, you know I have to share this, because he's like, Josh, I've been watching you for a long time. And then, did you know about the music and the frequencies? A pretty long story short, homeboy brought up like a historical, AI says it's not a fact, but yeah, he's telling me, and this is somebody, like, in another way I would have been like, whoa. So it tripped me out. But he was explaining to me how ancient civilizations, whose main goal was coming together to share information, they used this as it's just a pure informational tool. I think it's hilarious. Hey, dude, that's why I was like, what? And it sent me, no, it's way deeper than your, no, bro. This isn't your 420 hertz. This is shit I've never heard about it in my life. That's why I was blown away. But I was like, huh. When I typed it in, maybe I'll share it with you when I see you, man. And then I typed it in, and AI got mad at me for even typing it in. But long story short, bro, either way, and again, for all of you, make no mistakes. I know a lot of things in this world, and I was curious about a lot of things. That's what I was telling you yesterday, man. And the beauty of, for real, I'm not perfect. And there's been things, like I said, even with the plays and like certain things, how we have changed, bro. It's like at other times I thought what I was doing was correct. And I've learned, and like I've engaged with other things that I'm like, oh yeah, but it's like, make no mistake. I need you all to get this. I found the answer. I did. Josh Answers found the answer. Trump admin has informed Congress Israel has agreed to much of the $30 million contribution to Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. And spy hitting the low, guys. Yeah. We had that news. I think, you guys, this is everybody getting ready for FIGMA. Don't trip too much. Well, here's the deal. Like I said, here's the answer, guys. I'll be real, because years ago, you wouldn't hear me say this. And I would entertain certain things, and I was curious, and I wanted the truth. And I'm always, I was open. I really am. I always have been. So here's the deal. I believe in some of this stuff. Like when he said this in the sounds, I'm like, nah. But make no mistake. The answer is Jesus Christ first. And I know some of you may not like this, but you need to understand the doctrine of Jesus Christ in pure freedom is real. That's what I'm saying. Historically, and thank God the guy, the only one to say he is the Son of Man, rested upon this concept of freedom, both spiritually and physically. You would argue even American history, this concept of slavery. Do you understand? Freedom. So there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of different doctrines and info in this world. And I don't think you can't learn from them. But make no mistake, Jesus must come first. That is what is unlocked a lot. And the confusion happens when you put the things before Jesus. Because, my brother, it won't be the pure freedom. And I'm not trying to call you this or that. If you're this or that, I'm just saying this is what I have discovered. And if I'm coming to certain conclusions that others of you may have without taking that path, you must understand the spirit. And I'm not special. I think every Chad in here can get exactly what I have, if not better. For I do think that some of these Chads, bro, you guys are pure. God bless you, and I have something for you today. God bless. All right? But at the end of the day, don't ever lose your freedom. And you can't lose your freedom if Jesus comes first. I hope you hear me. And that's why I love discovering and learning more. And this mission to bring people together and educate for greater good. We are, and that's amazing. I look forward to it. And I hope it aligns with God, for real. I truly do love my neighbor, but like I'm saying, it's the freedom. And I see, even if you've seen me grow in these 5 years, bro, lack of and getting drifting from knowing where the freedom is. And number one, bro, that's it. It will confuse you. There is info in this world. There's so much to be discovered still. And I look forward to it, and I'm excited, and I can't wait as the leverage changes and as certain things adjust. It's beautiful. It's liberating. But make no mistake, at least for me, and what has been revealed to me, and what I know is the freedom is in Jesus, and it starts there. That's what I could say it spiritually. I could say it academically. It doesn't matter. Any way you cut it, we're talking freedom, and it's real. The chains. That's what I'm saying. The one guy who wanted to say I'm the son of man, he was either a lunatic or it was real. But you want to tell me this one guy, in the time frame he gave us all, freedom, 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 slave, freedom, 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 even in a time where they didn't even understand freedom in physicality. It's insanity. There is an answer, and many people will regard it, but it's freedom, true freedom. You're free from the Pharisees. You're free from the world, bro. It's crazy. Because even before the Bible and New Testament, you were not free from the Pharisee. You were not free from the order. It was a trip. But thank God the one guy who did actually said it very plainly. So yeah, bro. Amen. And I'm honored for all of you here. But we must align with God and be free. I want freedom. That's all I want. I love the veterans. I love this country. This concept of freedom, bro. What are we saying? Be free. Again, I say you are unlimited. That is freedom. Value it. Take it seriously. But this is the answer. Because my brother, what you learn not in freedom, what did you really learn? You see, because I heard a lot of people, bro. And people, you know what they like to say? And this, I've said this before in a different way. And people, the world is a trip, dude. You know, in the money and the power and the people, the greed, the society, how we have evolved and devolved. It's a trip. I know you all see it. We all do. We all do. Even if you've been blinded, you can't not see how crazy this world is right now. But dude, it's not. And like, I don't know, I hear these Andrew Tates and the Matrix and control and control and control. They're control. They control. No. Do you want to know what real control is? Again, it comes down to freedom. And this is what I need you all to understand. It's your spectrum of thoughts. You think people want to control your behavior? You're tripping. Hear me right now. It has nothing to do with your behavior. That's the easy part. Do you understand? Control has nothing to do with behavior. That is a result. It is your spectrum of thoughts. My brother, if I can control the spectrum of what you can imagine, I could control what you're going to do. Not I could control what you do, and then no, your thoughts are the culprit. Do you understand? You can't know you're wrong if you don't even know the possibility. You can't even know what you're missing out on if you don't even know what is actually possible. Do you understand? You think control, the Matrix, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You think that has to do with your behavior. No, your behavior is a result of your spectrum of thoughts. My brother, if someone could convince you to limit what you can imagine or your spectrum of thoughts, they can control your behavior. Not the other way around. You could tell me what to do, but leave me up to what I can imagine, my brother, I will find a way out every single time. As will all of you. Tell me that's not true. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't even think there is a rope, if you can't even imagine a door, how could you ever open it? If the word or the concept of a door is not even in your imagination or your spectrum of thoughts, what are you looking for? My brother, if I could control the spectrum of thoughts and possibility, I'm just giving you two pre-planned choices. You don't get it? Do you see? That's why do you think I keep saying freedom? Why do you think I keep saying Jesus? Again, you know what? Because he tells me I am this. I identify with God. I'm unlimited. So whether you believe it or not, I'm just saying what that doctrine and the doctrine of freedom, imagine an infinite, no limitation, my brother, that my spectrums of thought is unlimited. I have that. I have freedom. The moment you listen to mother effers tell you what you can imagine or cannot, that is the control. That, my friend, that's where your behavior is getting affected. Do you understand? I think this is very eye-opening. And that's why I said, bro, forgive me if I've never communicated it as well. Forgive me if my love and rebuke, if you've taken it negatively. But it's like, dude, for real, do you not see? I'm saying hope, believe. Hope, believe, unlimited. No, like this is this is real. You have unlimited imagination. You don't have a limited spectrum of thoughts, my bro. You are free. You're going to understand the possibilities because that's it. It's real. Not whatever, oh, well, this is impossible. This is possible. I have a limit on possibility. Yeah, you're going to arrive at a limited set of choices every time. That's the game. Do you see it now? White House calls on Eli Lilly to take actions within 90 days. Or? Yeah, 17 pharmaceutical letters. We will deploy all tools to protect American. Oh, wow. Yeah, watch Eli Lilly. I think Caroline's live right now. So for real, next time you think I'm trying to control you, next time you think someone's not controlling you, ask yourself about your spectrum of thoughts and what that person is telling you you can or cannot imagine. Okay? That's the truth. That's why I say it, bro. It's a joke. Now, anybody telling you something's not possible, they hate you. I say it as a joke, you know? But do you see? You want to tell me what is not possible? You want to tell me my spectrum of thoughts, my brother? That's a chain. That's not freedom. That's control. My brother, unlimited is what you are. You are. Again, you are made in his image. So I could go so down the list of this. But like I said, right now, practical, your life, real life, right now, today, tomorrow, every day. If anybody try to limit your spectrum of thoughts, that's it. That's why you know what they call it? Gaslighting, right? When someone says, oh, you're just imagining that, only imagine this. This is what it is. They frame it. Go down the list. It's all the same. I could beat any one of your definitions. It doesn't matter. The minute you try to limit my spectrum of thoughts, that is control. Freedom is any thought. Freedom, I could imagine anything. I could imagine a door. I could imagine the hole. I could imagine the shovel. I could imagine the ceiling. I could imagine there's no ceiling. Do you see what I'm saying? You limit your spectrum of thoughts. You tell people to limit their spectrum. You receive somebody telling you that. That's all control. Real freedom, you should believe what I've been telling you. And what I'm telling you is what the Bible says. You have freedom in Christ. You are free. He doesn't. Where is your limitation? Where? He limits in ego, maybe. Limits in selfishness, but you see it. Above all else, bro. That's why I'm saying, take it as deep or shallow as you want. When it's all said and done, believe, my brother. Do you hear me? That's why I want to be. I'm only gonna be around believers, because once we only get believers, and I'm not talking just Jesus. Do you see what I'm saying? But it is Jesus first. I'm not mincing words on this. I can't take any chains. So you have to think about it, bro. I only am going to be around people who believe that the spectrum of thought is unlimited. Do you agree with me or not, Chad? That's what we're doing. It's very simple. A group of people aligned for a good purpose in this, whose spectrum of thought is not limited, my brother. That's it. Do you hear me? So that's what we need. You guys have always said, how can I help out? There you go. Right there. I need you to be so savage and not evil. I mean savage in the way where you truly, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, everywhere, when you dream it, when you wake up, when you go to the gym, when you go to work, everything, you are unlimited. AKA, you can imagine anything. That's it. Just as Christ would have. I know, it's crazy. Because that's what I'm saying. It's just as Christ would have. No matter what the world looked like or not, how did he feel? You got to think about it. You have no limit, brother. I need this. You need it. And together, we change the world. That's power, bro. Real power. But again, I'm not building a foundation of a limited spectrum of thought. We can't do it. It doesn't work. So I'm saying, you know why? We need to imagine a door. You can't be around people saying what's a door? There's no such thing as a door. I'm like, what's your spectrum of thought, bro? I will never control you, Chad. So I said, don't listen to me. It all goes back to the word. Do you see what I'm saying? The moment I tell you to limit your thoughts, I'm corrupted. Do you not get it? Be wise, be smart, avoid the traps. Your spectrum of thought is unlimited. Do not limit what you can imagine. For that is your gift. That is your freedom. You know? I guess I'll give you another one. This is all still the intro, guys. You know that? I should have told you. I just like it. This concept trips me out. Like I'm saying, people reach out to me. And it's weird, bro. I never know who's listening. That's why I had DJ Lito. I get Don Lemon. Just every time I get people I've seen growing up my whole life, dude. And I never know who's listening. But like I'm saying, some of it comes back and I'm like, whoa. But like, it's Jesus, bro. But freedom. Come on, bro. Even the Wall Street floor, this is, bro, what we're doing, this is weird. But dude, that's why we don't answer to nobody except God. Do you understand? That's freedom. It's all there. I can't explain it. I really can't. I can't. But again, the freedom. So, that's just the first one. But let me tell you a little bit, and I don't know, maybe a scientist could correct me. There might be one listening. But this came up, when I remember the Kukule problem I was telling you about yesterday. There's this guy, a neurologist. He was talking about how, like, the moment you genuinely decide, your physiology changes. Your body. Your emotions, your mind, your muscle tension, how you disperse energy, all of it changes physiologically. I thought this was a very fascinating concept. But here's the funny part. Whether it's accurate or not, he said something. And I had to write this down. I don't even know who the fucking dude was. He said it's because, and I don't know if he was saying it scientifically or not, but all he said was that your bodily energy got trapped in hesitation. See, because when you really decide, your body shifts. Just like your mind. Your mind truly shifts. Muscles, other things will go one by one in alignment. Yeah, Trump names Bristol Myers, Abbevie, Novartis, Gilead, and Boehringer Ingelheim on True Social. So clarity is good, bro. Clarity, there's people who are studying the physiological impact of clarity on humans. Just because this concept of revealing clarity actually helps your body. Isn't that crazy? Our bodies crave it. That's what they're studying. Fascinating. That's why we've been talking about it a lot. And I'm like, wow, I love it. I'm grateful the information came my way. Think about it. Clarity, bro. But that one, energy trapped in hesitation. Science or spirit, bro, I see it. And you tell me, Chad. I think you got a lot of energy. I think you got power. How many of you are hesitating? And and you know why you hesitate? Because you got to prepare. The more you prepare, we're going to kill hesitation. Because in a weird way, the hesitation is helping you, but it's also hurting you. It lets you know there's danger. Oh, what if I this? What if you're thinking consequence? You get what I'm saying? And that's wisdom. That's good. But you cannot kill the energy. You cannot stall. You cannot not move. See what I'm saying? So prepare. But if you tap into that energy you have, stop putting it to hesitation. Every time you hesitate, it's going back and forth between decide and not decide. The energy's there. The energy's moving. That's why you're awake. You're awake the same amount of hours a day. How come you felt more or less tired? Even if you did the exact same things. Back and forth, back and forth. Brrr. Should I do this? I'm not going to do this. I do this person. That's why dealing with people who make you feel like that is it's draining. Back and forth. Hesitation. Energy. Trip me out. I heard. I was like, what? So, yeah. That being said. Oh, maybe I'll save this. I want to get into the topic. These are all intros. All intros. Actually, no, I'll give you this, because it relates to belief, man. And like I'm saying, everything I told you in the beginning, dude, just believe in yourself. I don't even have stream alerts for sale. I don't, come on, bro. What do you think I get by telling you this? You know what I'm saying? For real. Some of y'all been so hella, mean, bro. You're forgiven. I don't care. But I care about this. Why not believe in yourself? Why? Why fight people? Why do all these things? Then in writing, on promise, the same God I'm waking up doing this shit for. Every day I'm feeling says the same thing about you as he says about me. And if I believe everything else, why wouldn't I believe that? It's your mind. Be free. All of you, every single one of you have been given authority over all darkness. You know that? God has authority over the world. But he told us to go out. Did he not? He made the heavens and the earth. He had the authority. He made it. But then did he not say go out? No? Come on. He has the authority. God is in control, but that didn't mean that you do nothing. He sent you. So if you've been given authority over darkness, all of it, But you don't believe it, man. Think about it. If you blame God for all the evil, you see the message the world says you, and instead of praising and you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're like, man, I blame God for the evil. My brother, you're never going to resist the darkness. That's facts. Why would you? I wouldn't. That's what I did when I was young. I said, look at these crazy Christian people, bro. Look at these people. I'm serious. I said that to you yesterday. I hated them. That's it. I said, give me this shit in life, bro. I didn't resist it. Why would you? You have the authority, but if God says, I gave you the authority, then you see all this stuff going on. You're like, look at God. Look what you did. You ain't never going to resist the darkness then. Because you have the power to stop it, but then you're pointing at him. That's why there's a big disconnect. And then on the reverse, all the people, they think God is in control. God is in so much control. I'm not going to do anything. You have the authority. You have been sent. That did not mean not live up to your abilities. Because if you think God is doing everything, then you are just going to sit there and watch the world burn. So which one is it, guys? The salt of the earth. You tell me. You're either going to never resist it or you're going to watch the world burn. But you have the authority. Do you believe? You might agree or disagree, but do you believe? Yeah, Figma's not even out yet, bro. What is this? All right, well, SPY's coming down. No Figma, Levitt, Trump post letters, Gentech, and J&J. Oh, it hasn't even started. That's just the intro, guys. So, that being said, all of what we just talked about, it relates. You know what we're going to talk about? The mind and the heart. I love it. I said this to you recently. We had a Philo on this a couple weeks ago. Remember we talked about the heart. The heart is the center of your identity. We live in a world where Mother Effer's got an identity crisis every day and week. You know that, right? Again, some of y'all are entertaining identity crisis you shouldn't be. Y'all getting in the style. You guys, oh, am I going to make it? Oh, I got this. Am I really that? Think about it. Identity crisis. That's why people will grow up with everything. The more you have, you might be more likely to have an identity crisis. Your heart is the center of your identity. SPY's flushing. All day. And VIX. NASDAQ. SPY just went red. I think equal weight too. I'm glad you like it, bro. But, you know, as of late, man, I don't have the same heart for the people who come back. I don't know why. It's been removed from me. It's very simple. I think you guys seek the Lord. And if you really want to come back and you faded an opportunity, you need to seek it on your own. God told me to send him to you. I got to send you to him. And then the people who locked in, we gotta keep running. Everybody tap in, but there is your own responsibility. Yeah, man, it's going down again. White House relations with China are improving. Direct talks ongoing. All right, I was gonna wait till it stops. Yeah, this is the big flush. I mean, I told you it earlier when we hit the Powell zone. So, like, low-key, panic at 6,337. on SPX. Everything, this is still Powell zone, but it got bad here on the first call out. So we already filled the gap and all that, but if you break Powell zone, it gets weird. Other than that, I think it'll be chill. We're just, again, last hour it's going to move when we're done with this. And FIGMA's not even out yet. Now it's kind of looking shady. Well, it looks shady for other, like, it's like, that's not smooth. The market's almost closed. Who was it that IPO'd at the end of the day? We saw one in the last year or two. Well, a big company did it at the end of the day. It was weird. Was it CoreWeave? Oh, man, yeah. You guys don't remember? Bro, people would come back and they say, oh, I haven't been here. And I'd say, welcome back. We're always going to be here. I would, bro. I would repeat the questions, all of it. Like, that's what I was saying, bro. I thought I was doing the right thing. Do you understand? I think it was fake humility. And I think I was doing the right thing by that, but I think I was hurting some of you. So I'm not trying to be mean on both sides, both back then and now. It's like, but that's why I'm like, no, I think I hurt you guys than helping you. Because we will be here and I will want to help you, but having this like parachute that, you know, and then the way it allowed drift and all of it, it wasn't allowing y'all to tap in, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't allowing you to tap into your talent and your belief in you. So, yeah, that's all it is, man. So, glad to see it, but at the end of the day, you have a lot of work to do. And you gotta pick it up on your own and seek the Lord. And that's why, as I said, the people I could connect with and we've had it there, I have to take them to the finish line. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I cannot go backwards. I said it even to Moo, bro. I would hate, if I was the student, if I was the one and I saw a leader I wouldn't support it. I can't. What do you mean? You want to go back to the people who dropped the ball, who made a terror, who have caused all, like, it's like, why? And then and the good is so vastly different. No, we got to get to the promised land, brother. I would love everybody to go there. If you heard the calling, maybe you heard it late, heard it, ignored it, no matter how, go, get it. But it's already left. So you got to catch up. All right, I think it's done a little bit. It might go down more, but no, just China, the China Besant, or not Besant, Levitt comments and shit. So yeah, bro, your heart is the center of your identity. So if you don't know what your heart is, I'll tell you. Your heart says 3 things. Number 1, I am. That should sound familiar. I am. Your heart tells you who you are. It says, I have. What you have materially and non-materially. And then your heart also says, I shall. Right? Your heart knows what you're doing now, what you have, what you say you are. It knows your past, what you've done, what you possess. And your heart is aware of what you want to do and accomplish. And I shall. I am, I have, I shall. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Are you with me? All 3 of these realms operate simultaneously. You get that? Right now, you are living in your I am aware. Oh, yeah, Figs is open. Figs is open. 93.50. Figs is open. All the people who want it, it's officially open and trading. I'm putting in the stream. Like I said, I'm waiting for the breakout core weave and all of that. Yeah, they already halted it. It's live though. First trade. That's what I'm saying. Controlling it. So 3 million, halt it, 180, get some hype a little bit. I'm not looking at the vol. I'll look at the volume shit after. But yeah, that's too much, man. $45 billion? That's crazy. The overvalued Airbnb. What happened to that, boys? Anyways. All three realms are simultaneous. Right now, you are aware of who you are, what you say you are. You know what you have. You know what you've done. You know the play you just made. You know your biggest loss, your biggest gain. You know what you did last night. And then right now, you're like, I'm going to do this. It's all at the same time. Who you are, what you have been, and what you shall be. Does that make sense? I think it does. So, guess what? Are you ready for the good news? This is how God in human form also identifies himself. Did you know that? Go read the Bible. He says he is, I was, and I am to come. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Does that sound familiar? So think about it. Your human heart, all human hearts, three realms simultaneously. I am, I have, and I shall. Well, think about it. Do you know what I'm about to say next? Did anybody get a light bulb? This is how God identifies as well. He is, he was, and is who to come. Think about it. Your heart and God's heart. Here, maybe this will give you a little bit more clarity. Are you ready? Have you ever wondered what the Bible meant when they said David? And he says, I chose David, a man after my own heart. Even though this guy was a murderer, adulterer, you name it. Isn't that weird? Have you ever thought that? How does he have the same? How is that a man after God's heart? A man after my own heart. That's what the Bible says. How? Do you see how? It's the sum of your self-identity. I am, I have, and I shall be. David had the same heart. My brother David fell short many times, but he had the same heart as God. He was at least he was after it. Do you see what I'm saying? David wanted the same I am. He wanted the same I have. He wanted the same I shall. That's a man after the Lord's heart right there. Do you get it? David was a king, a shepherd, a father, a leader, a songwriter, you name it. I have, I am, I soon shall be. Think about it. This is what the Bible tells you. Christ consciousness. A man after God's heart can self-identify with God. You see, and then you say this, people go crazy. They get scared of it. They trip. They're, what do you mean you're God? This is, again, Jesus would say this. The Pharisees would trip. Yes or no? Do you see it? You see, even back then, it's the same thing. It's the same. And you're like, I could self-identify with God. What did you just say? But do you understand it? I don't think any of you are going to walk on water, but I don't believe in limits. But I do think you can align your self-identity. I am, I have, I will be with God. I think that is possible. Figs is open again. 99. Oh, that's VSAT. Let me get how many volumes? 7.8. They have 36 million shares. So you need like what? 18, 17 million? 830. Yeah, 18 million. Excuse me. Pig. Come on, bro. A man after God's heart can self-identify with God. That means he possesses and has the same aspirations. Isn't that funny? Let your will be done. Jesus, I said, I'm here to do the Father's will. Come on, think about it. It's crazy. That should be your goal. That's what it means. Possess and have the same aspirations as God. Okay, are you ready for the next part? That's your heart. What about your mind? So this is, have you ever heard of something called the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Have you ever heard of that tree? Have you heard the tree of good and evil? That was the tree that Eve bit the apple from. Say, if you eat from the tree of good and evil, you'll have knowledge of good and evil. Why would that be bad? Why would knowing be bad? Interesting. That was the sin. So your mind has two trees in it. I want you to imagine your mind as a garden. And many people for thousands of years have equated the mind to a field. Shout out to Earl Nightingale. Let's say your mind is a field and it has two trees in it. Guess what one of them is? One of those trees is the knowledge of good and evil. You have that in your mind. The other tree is life. It's called the tree of life. So now your mind and awareness, as you interact with the world, you're going to get fixated on a couple of these things depending on what it is. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to give you a real life example too and explain it, because I had to explain this to someone close to me the other day. Bro, the knowledge of good and evil, that is your reasoning mind, okay? Reason isn't bad. It's bad if it gets darkened and it's bad reasoning. Kind of what I was saying about AI. Again, he darkened their thoughts. That's what we've heard about the enemy. Have you ever heard Jesus say, he asked them, he said to the Pharisees, why do you reason these things? Jesus would go heal somebody on the Sabbath, save their life, and they would say, beyond looking at the good, they would go to the next thing and be like, wait, you're not allowed to do this, and you're supposed to do this. And they started reasoning. And Jesus would say, why do you reason like this? He forgives a sin, and they began to reason, well, who could forgive sins? Who could forgive? Do you get it? The tree of knowledge of good and evil kicked in. Take what you just saw, take what's reality, take what's good, take whatever you witnessed, and then start comparing and contrasting it to your reason and knowledge of the world. Does that sound familiar? That's what they did to Jesus when he went to his hometown. They said, we heard about you. Yeah, everyone's talking about you. You could do all this, but we reasoned. I watched you grow up. I literally, they said, we watched you. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. It hit. Bro, it's done half the volume in 5 minutes. Oh, fuck. At 241%. So one criteria has been met. It's halted. You just have the volume, but like I said, I'm pretty sure they found a way to hack that. So that's the only criteria. That's crazy. That's big volume. I don't know if it's real. It could be fake. Genuinely. Like we said, or it could be that over allotment I was telling you about. So, do you guys get it? Even Jesus, hometown, bro, they reasoned with the natural world. They saw what he did, but then they went back and they said, wait a minute, how can this man be anything? We know him. We know this. The tree of knowledge of good and evil, bro. But do you get what happens? When you choose the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you kick out the tree of life. You get it? My brother, I've said this. I had a Philo on reason. It's not a bad thing. But I've seen people let reason be their downfall. I've seen people be so logical it hurt them. That's why some of the smartest people don't accomplish a lot. Because they reason too much. Actually. That's proven. People know this. The comparing and contrasting. That's the knowledge of the good and evil. It's the fleshly mind. Every time you participate, you can know the truth, see it. But then you compare and contrast, it kicks out life. Come on, bro. Be transformed in the renewing of your mind, is what he says. You must know the truth. Choose the tree of life. That's not the only thing. Again, that's the first. What else is in your mind? All of us. This is what we kept talking about today. Are you ready? Imagination. Do you know what imagination is? I love this. I love it. My brother, imagination is the fabrication part of your brain. This is where you create things. You could fabricate anything, true or false. It's all in the mind. That's all in your imagination. This is where you create things. Do you know why? Guess what? Renew your mind. You're made in his image. He really, dude, it's amazing. You want to know what's awesome about it? You know why I keep telling you what you imagine in that whole intro I gave you? You want to know why it's so critical and why your imagination and belief is so key. Because based on what I believe in my Father and my Creator, I got here because of imagination. My brother, God created us in his imagination. No? There wasn't light. There wasn't anything. There was darkness, actually, and he refused to stay in it. He started in imagining this world and these people and these critters and these... Do you get it? So I see these mountains and I still get blown away. I look at the ocean and there's a testament every day. Do you get it? You were born in the part of God that imagines, bro. How powerful is that? My brother, you know why imagination is so key? It allows you to see greater than your current situation. Always. Do you get that? Even your dimension. Think about it. Imagination is the only thing that gets a guy who had nothing believing he could get a house. That's why my family's a lot different. I see it. Because what are you imagining? Tell me your future. You got to use your imagination. If you limit your thoughts, oh, come on, think about it. I already had this talk with you. I know, I was looking at Figs, it's unhalted. But do you get it? You need imagination to see greater than your situation. Always. If you can't imagine it, how will you do it? Before the world, it was all darkness. He had to imagine. You are created in imagination, brother. You can't have a limit. No, I agree. But that's why we have imaginations. and creativity. Because guess what? It's necessary. It's how we got made. And if you ever want to go bigger and greater than what in the present, to get to the I shall, you need an imagination. And if you limit that imagination, you're limiting your I shall, then you're limiting your heart, you're limiting your identity that you've been called to. You see? Be transformed in the renewing of your mind. Said, let there be light. Imagine it. See, the problem isn't that you don't have one. Do you not get it? It says in the Bible, it has been darkened. That's the problem. That's why I said, bro, I love you all. Even if you hate me, you'll figure it out one day. That's why I'm getting hyped on the good energy, bro. You're here to bring light. The imaginations have been darkened. That's why you show them what's possible, and they'll believe it for a little bit until the next comment, and then I'll never do it. And then they can't even imagine themselves. I could show them I'm a little Egyptian boy. We had nothing. And they see it for a little bit, but then the next count, then the tree of good, the reasoning and knowledge, then they can't even imagine it. Now they're like, no, I'm only, you see it? Imagination. It's not that you don't have one. It's that it's limited, controlled, darkened. That is unacceptable. That is not aligning with God. You see? If God can imagine a world in darkness, can imagine all this stuff that we can't, we don't even figured it out. We haven't even seen the bottom of the ocean. You must imagine. And not this darkened imagine that goes against your nature, that goes against your purpose, that goes against your future, that goes against life. Oh, they don't feel me, bro. Do you see? Yeah, all right. It's a panic zone. A good call on that. Nah, you hit the 3. I don't like this. It could get a little uglier here. If it might overshoot and bounce. Worse, maybe 27 to 22, but anything lower than here, it gets panicky. Because now NASDAQ's red and you're at Powell zone. So I'm only looking at Powell zone. Yeah, that's not good. And the bonds are dropping too. No headline, bro. It could be all the pharma shit. Yeah, but it's not even that bad. It's 0.3 and they didn't have cushion. Nothing really. There was just a bunch of stuff. And then I think, I was saying half of this, you were still green. Like a lot of names, even like Microsoft. Like this is a very average move. 3.8 is literally typical, like historically. So I think some other things lost out. Then we started dropping on Mexico headlines and then started dropping on the pharma shit. Oh yeah, and end of the month, dude. Yeah, that also, I forgot about that. Rebalance and big earnings and data tomorrow. So like I'm saying, I didn't really, like I said, if it breaks below 337, then you could panic a little bit, but I wouldn't trip too hard. But yeah, this is the danger zone. Danger zone, if you don't get any baby support, you're going to hit 6,300. That's the problem. All right. I'm going to keep going. Didn't I tell you this one's going to be long? But yeah, man, I don't like this darkened imagination. Do you hear me? Disagree with me on everything, bro. Fine. Don't like me. Go. I don't get jealous. That's worse than anger. But hear me, bro. You are not meant to have a limited imagination. You are not meant to have an imagination that works against you. Do you guys understand that? Your imagination is there to take you to the places you can't see. Your imagination is going to get you out of the hardest things. Your imagination is going to keep you safe. I cannot accept an imagination that works against any human. Do you understand? This is critical. Your imagination must work for you. not against you. So you got your imagination. You got the good and evil. You got the life. Now there's something else. There's a door. I hope you could imagine the door. But the door to our mind, I think the eyes are the window. But the door is your acknowledgement. You understand? You know what God says? In all ways, acknowledge him. You've heard it. That's why you don't get it. That's why everything is fighting for your acknowledgement, also known as your attention. My brother, whatever you give your attention to, you are letting be the doorman of your mind. And back in the ancient days, bro, whoever you put on the door, that was who you trusted the most. Think about it. The kings, they would put someone at the door. They put people at the gates. Your acknowledgement, your attention, it should be trusted. It should be worthy. It should be Jesus. You should acknowledge him in all of your ways. That's your doorman. Oh, I put fig. That's what I'm saying, bro. The volume, dude, they just hit. They're about to turn the whole flow. I think it's fake. I'll show you when I'll get the stats. But yeah, it's already coming down. Should I dump NVO? No, man. So that guy right there, Chad, observe, he's the guy who ruined the games. The one I found out yesterday. Remember that? That's him. Look. Another account, another $5, middle of a hard-hitting Philo. You see what I'm saying? Observe it. Be aware. That's what I'm telling you. I'm like, that energy, bro. Spent a lot of your life doing this. We don't fuck with you, G. Seek the Lord, because he freed me from having to deal with you. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Amen, bro. Amen. That's why I seek the Lord, you guys, because the Lord has freed me. I wish I could even feel bad about it. But no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to explain. That's not my burden anymore. But what do you acknowledge? What do you give your attention to? See, that's why too late. I just want you guys to see it. That's why I want you to see how it works. You're gonna get more clarity. But everything in life, my brother, is fighting for your acknowledgement. Do you understand? Whatever you let your attention go to, that becomes your doorman. Acknowledge me in all of your ways is what you see what I'm saying? Well, do you see why I tell you the freedom and what comes first? That's why this game of noise and what you're doing, do you see it? You see why this attention thing? That attention is the basis of all modern monetization of technology. Y'all are tripping. I made a fortune off of it. Shout out to Meta. But do you get it? This is critical. All of this is your mind. My brother, you need a protector at the doorway. So I say, you think God is to limit you? My brother, that's your safety. Whatever you acknowledge, you are letting in your mind. Does what you acknowledge choose the tree of good and evil? Or does it choose the tree of life? Do you see? So, the final thing is your conscience. We talked about him, bro. Remember the other day I was telling you? Oh, I didn't even tell you the other story for the other tree. But remember I was telling you about every time we do something wrong, we know it. And you always have that opportunity right before in a weird way. Yeah, that's your conscience. But do you want to know what another word for conscience is that some of you have heard? It is your witness. You don't get it? Your whole life, you're living, it sees everything you do. Like I'm saying, it knows how many accounts you made, every little thing you have done. I don't know, but you do. Your consciousness is your witness. He records and he speaks. He speaks what you know as truth and is telling you whether or not you are living according to what you know. Wow. The witness. You don't think that's weird? That's why when some of y'all fake it, it recorded everything. It knows you're fake. You know you're faking. You know you don't really believe it. The witness, the one person who saw everything in their life says that doesn't line up. That's why actors it doesn't sustain. See? And vice versa. That's why when you're doing something wrong and you know the truth, bro. The guy's he said, bro, you know this. I'm the witness, bro. I know you know this as truth. That's not it. That's your witness. That's your conscience. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to be careful. Some of you stopped. You have a witness in your life at every corner. You stop listening to him, bro. That's why you don't see how people have a conscience. That's your witness. You are called to be a witness. The Lord is your witness. It's crazy, bro. The witness, the conscience, it witnesses everything you do. It could say he is. That's why, my deep down, you know why I sleep every night, bro? My conscience knows every Bible verse I've read. Everything I do in secret, I have a witness. So do you. Do you live according to what you know in your heart as truth or not? Every time you don't, you choose the reasoning, the good and evil. Think about that. Guess what? You about to do something, the witness says, nah, bro, that's not right for you. How many of you start reasoning and go to the tree of good and evil? How many of you know a simple rule and say, but, knowledge of good and evil? Tell me I'm wrong. My brother, if you ignore the witness, you're gonna stop hearing it less. Live according to what you know is truth. Your body, your mind is recording everything you're doing. How come you guys don't realize this? Y'all scared of the government? You scared, bro, y'all are scared of Zuckerberg recording and watching you? Meanwhile, you have this powerful brain that knows everything about you. It sees what you see. It thinks what you think. It hears what you think others don't hear. Y'all are tripping. You see how crazy to have your whole life recorded and watched by yourself and to ignore it or to not value it, to not understand how to let it serve? That's crazy. That's bad shit. Forgive my language, but do you not see it? That's what I'm saying. Y'all can act all day, but it knows you. You know you, bro. Don't play with it. Listen to the witness. Know your truth and live in it. So this is the whole point. Not the last part. It's all of it together. Chatadonia. We have the same heart as God. The identity. I am, I was, and I will be to come. We can identify the same way God does. And guess what? You have the same mind as God too. You have the same doorman, the same acknowledgement, the same witness, the same imagination. He is your I am, I was, and I will be. Do you get it? That's how you align in your purpose and all of it, but you have it all. He gave you the same witness. That's what he says. You have witness. Same acknowledgement. Acknowledge me in all your ways. Come on, bro. The imagination. That's why he said, you pray, you think it's yours, it's yours. It's done. You say you move a mountain, it will go into the sea. Can you even imagine that? God can you? Do you see it? My brother, at default, you have the same heart and mind as God. Don't let the world pull you away from that alignment. Do you see it? Your I am, I was, I will be. You and God share the same thing. You are made in his image. Do you see it now? A little less crazy. It does. So you're not a walking, I'm God. Do you see it? Your mind and heart, bro. We have the same, but you have the freedom. That's why align. His ways are your ways. His doorman, acknowledge what he acknowledges. You see? It's literally telling you. So, yeah. I love this Philo, bro. You know that? I love it. We've been going over a lot of stuff, but this should double it up, bro. Add to it. Alignment, your goal. That's what I'm saying. Everything I'm yelling at y'all, bro. Y'all, this isn't crazy. I'm probably more stable than I've ever been. That's why I'm trying to I'm like, do you guys not hear this? Some of you won't. Some of you will. Take the revelation. Do you not see it? It's what we prayed for a year ago. 2 years ago. But this is how you align. It's not going to wait for you too. You know that? That's what I'm saying. If you know this, nothing moves until you don't. It's just passively either working against you or just drifting. You must actively take control of all of this and align yourself. You get it? Well, I didn't even tell you the story. So this is why. You know who I had to explain this to? A couple days ago. And I was like, wow, I can't wait to share it with you, Chad. I had to explain this to my girlfriend. Yes. You want to know why? She got a really good job offer. Like a really good job offer. Like kind of a crazy job offer. Like everything she wanted. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. But then a part of me was like, I don't know. I think it's gonna, I was like, it's gonna like neuter you. Even though they're different context, but I was like, I don't think it's gonna, I think it's gonna limit you. That was my belief. And why? Because I know my girl. And I know her instinct. She has good instincts. She has very good instincts. And her instincts go to what she likes and desires, and I know it very well. She knows I know it very well. I could tell it to her. But she has very good instincts. But if you let her sit with the topic too much, she's European. She'll reason. So like I know how I know her instincts will take her there. But I know in some situations she knows what is the right way. Does that make sense? Like, her reasoning and knowledge will tell her, like, nobody in hell would pass up this opportunity. This is smart. You see what I'm saying? The world. If she sits with it, but I know her instincts go opposite because I've seen her do it. I told her that. That's why I said, baby girl, if two opportunities were running off of a cliff, I know which one you would grab. But then if you had 5 minutes to think about it, you would grab the other one. That's what I told her. And that's what it relates to here. I had to explain the tree of knowledge of good and evil to her. That's what I was explaining to her. I said your instinct and natural, I'm like, you're not going to that. That's why I'm saying it's not a bad opportunity, but I'm like, you probably could do, your instinct will double it. For real. That's why I was like, hey, whatever it may be. But that's what it comes down to. Reasoning. You don't need to, that's what, yeah, she said, I told her that's what she said. Well, she's like, I know, that's my problem. I'm an overthinker. It's exactly what she said. I said, you got to figure this out. Airbnb chatter of loyalty. Oh, that's going to rip. Remember when we heard that one time? I like that news. I love the loyalty program. Yeah. So, yeah, it reminded me of this. Honestly, it reminded me of a lot of you guys. That's what I'm saying. Because I think some of you are like that. A lot of you. I think you know the right thing. I think you have good instincts. I think your instincts will take you to a level that you are not imagining right now. But I do think that if you're not aligned in it and live, again, the fear, the consciousness, the acknowledge, all of these things, and you're left with it, a lot of you know what the world is telling you. With enough thinking, enough reasoning, enough time, you guys will go against your instinct. And you'll know it. And you'll know it, and you'll even say, and then you'll realize every time you've done it in life, it didn't work out. You are the person who knows the answer on the test right when you read it, but then you sit there for a minute and you always put the wrong one. Yes or no? Tell me I'm wrong. You've dealt with this your whole life. My brother, choose life. Choose freedom. That's what I'm saying. You have the instinct. You guys got a lot. Again, the knowledge God will provide. Imagine all the worldly information I would even share with you. I'm not worried about that. You shouldn't be either. You have more than enough. It should be your imagination. It should be the lack of fear to act on your ideas, to follow through. You see what I'm saying? I can't do anything if you don't got that. If I have to train you, it's not going to work. But you have it. I'm not worried about you. Some of you are more worried about your instinct and skill, not realizing that you have it and you are choosing reasoning, knowledge, and you are talking yourself out of the imagination, the goal, the plan, whatever else it may be. Yeah, it's not even trust your gut. It's trust the Lord. Align yourself. You are made in His image, heart, mind, everything. Go. You will identify the same way He does. Acknowledge the same way. That way, you're going to choose life. I give you life and death. Choose life for your own sake. You see? So yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's real. I explained this to my girl, bro. Because I'm like, yeah, no. I say as I do it. I say you're going to end up fine no matter what. I say if you want to do it, do it. Enjoy it. It'll be fun. But I said, you need to live on it. Enough talking yourself out of shit. You can't. Any of you, all of you. Like I said, if I would tell this to people I'm close to, if y'all don't think I'm giving you the same info or advice, you got it twisted. It's the same. But this reasoning and letting, again, just the whole mind, all the way down, the doorman, the acknowledgement, the conscience, imagination, all of it. It's like, come on, be free. If you were free, what would you decide? And I think some of you would choose different things. And I think initially you choose on freedom, and then you start acknowledging and reasoning of the world, and then end at whatever you end at. So, Chad, God bless you. You are made in his image. Align your heart and mind. Live to your potential, bro. You have been sent here. And I look forward to it. Like I said, I look forward to meeting some of y'all. And I can't wait to come together. Like I said, bro, to say anything I have, you can have, if not more. But it's what we do when we come together with it. Imagine, you man, live in his image, all of us. And we all imagine. Don't, like you're saying, we don't have to be around non-imaginers. Darkened imaginations. Give me reality. Give me truth. But I'm keeping my unlimited imagination. You're not using... You see what I'm saying? You can't darken my imagination with your knowledge and reasoning. I'm sorry. I respect knowledge and reason. I do. I seek it out every day. But I will never darken my imagination. Neither would I tell my brother to. Ever. You see it? What is that going to be like, Chad? All of that's power. Together. That's ideas. That's real knowledge. It's life. So let's go. Little by little, baby. But that's what I'm saying, man. The moment you really decide, bro, everything shifts. Real decision is going to real shift, bro. You're down to your physiology. But like I said, bro, even if you don't like anything I'm saying, what about freedom, bro? What about control? If y'all gonna tell me about the Matrix and all of that, what about the spectrum of thought? I don't know, man. I'm speaking hope. That's what we're talking here. I'm so excited, dude. Because it's gonna happen. Thank you, God. That's my faith. I know. I am. I will be. What's to come, I already know. I thank him for. He's gonna do it. I already know it, dude. Thank you. So that's why I'm excited. I'm excited to see hundreds, thousands, men and women, bro, aligned with their creator, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Give me just a few. The imaginations haven't been darkened. You will light up the whole world, dog. Hey, man. Tell me what's impossible, bro. Do you get it? Like, for real. This ain't talk no more, guys. I said that to you in the beginning. Some of y'all thought it was a sing-along song. It's not. Deep-rooted, true belief. It's my full identity. Do you understand? Anything less will not get you there. I'm sorry. I wish it was, but no. You see? Full. 100%, then you got it. So thank you, God. And I just don't know who it's gonna be. Do you understand? It might not even be me. I know it's gonna happen, but I don't know who it's gonna be. So praise God, bro. But yeah, this is it, man. And I'm very, very excited. But every day, bro, you're called and living it. And above all, bro, is a peace. This is perfect peace, bro. That's what it is, peace. You're God. You have the mind of him. Don't go crazy, but you have the peace. What is in you, bro? If you know your I am, you know the I have, you know the what's to come, why are you stressed? You don't have to reason with the world, bro. If you know those things, who do you acknowledge first, bro? Oh, man. So, Chad, believe, bro. Like I said, dude, you live in a world where more people aren't going to do this. The harvest is plenty. The workers are few. Start living it, bro. All of it. Every day. You could do it today. You could do it tomorrow. Everything. So I'm saying, bro, no more. You don't have to say it. We don't need to cheer each other on with fakeness. It doesn't, oh, I love this. No, live it fully. Align yourself with God. You are called. Like, again, listen to what I just said. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, it's hope. At minimum, you're walking away with the imagination worthy of what you've been born with, dude. At minimum. At minimum. That's what you should leave with. At minimum. What are we talking about right now? Go, bro. Live in it. Be free. I love you all. Take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Start imagining. Imagine, baby. Imagine. Whoop. Oh, I love it. Didn't I tell you yesterday, bro? I was like, I want to say this Philo. Y'all made me sit on that one. Fucking Powell, bro. I was like, dude, I have to tell you guys this one. This one is just so, dude, it's just sitting in my notes, bro. Oh, man. Oh, amen. Praise God, bro. I got a crazier one, too. You know that? It gets even crazier. No, that's it. But one, you'll need to see me. So, yeah. But it doesn't matter, bro. You have enough, even with today's. All of it. Don't be controlled, bro. Be free. I don't want to hear this nonsense. No matrix shit. You are God. It's God's child. Control is your spectrum of thoughts. So, yeah, you want to fall for it? The moment you start limiting that spectrum of thoughts, they got you. Yeah, straight up. I'll believe that. That means you could be in the Andrew fucking Tate matrix. Again, controlling your spectrum of thought. Y'all don't feel me. It's amazing, bro. The Christ consciousness, you just got it broken down, very definable. But you don't even need the words. That was yesterday. I know, man. I know.
Hey, for real though, what are you doing this for? Like, ask yourself that.
Hey, Flash, turn this shit out.
Took a while to get here. Told the daddies take care. You could ask my mama, been hustling since daycare. So I had a lot of time to get me all these haters. Talking God in every song because he showed me favor. But don't get it wrong, Tyrone, you meet the maker. I'm a weirdo. Study coaches, ran the planet. Learned the earnings in the balance. Serve a purpose, not a man. I'm a working in the famine. I learned working from the end. I'm the sickest motherfucker that you never seen before. I care about the final score, ain't worry about the leaderboard. What the fuck you smiling for? Start acting like you been before. I'm just trying to live my life, watch all the seeds I'm planting grow. Yeah, there's some shit you probably read about. Business and constituents, some words that make you sleepy, yeah. But I just made $1 million trading news up off the TV, yeah. I put that shit on YouTube now, the youth is trying to be me now. So, take notes and not granted. Stay woke and upstanding. Buy hope and sell panic. That's a lesson in disguise. So you might wanna rewind that. Sell it on the high, decay time, then I buy back. I'ma take it, it's flagrant, but taking. Take patience, I'm stalking, then waiting, then trade it. Support it or hate it. I love your engagement. I came from the basement, like Drake said. Started from the bottom, how I get here. Lots of risk management, I focus on the 10 year. All that matters, what's not when, just patient till it get here. I'ma do this till I'm dead, I hope I'm making this clear. Feel me, you should kill me, otherwise pay me no mind. But if you wise, pay me your time up. Try to fly and pay the fine, do what you want, your life ain't mine. Ask my brother, ask my bitch, everything I take my time. You tryna ride, I'ma teach you how to move. When the only option losing, the environment is fools. Let me inspire what to do, give them some value, speak the truth. The shit I'm speaking, this ain't new. The way I speak it, make it cool. I dumb it down, I act a fool. I'ma kick this lesson in, this one encompass all of it. You only get one life to live, you blow it, then you dumb as shit. Money you start coming in, make sure you pay the government. Just learn the game, do what they say, to teach you how to duck that shit. I'm talking escorts, LLCs, this a loophole melody. Feel like I'm Pablo Medellin, I gave my people what they need. I told my God I had a dreamy life for real. You telling me you think it's coming that easy? So, yeah, why you think I'm on my grind? I treat this life like it ain't mine. For that been beaten and despised, I've been seen, I've been admired. I've been angry all the time, I've been tired, uninspired. But that's the devil, he a lie.
It's a cult, baby. Yeah, Boston Chris, they said a crash. I kept the band, so limber cash. I kept it cool, was move fast. I came with nothing left with the bag. You should do the math, I ain't pulling back. I'm pulling up, you pulling that. I double down, then double day. I changed the plan, I'm fuck with that. Nah, this should be your motivation. Balance, growth, and values. I ain't talking about it, stop rotation. Price are going up, but that ego also got inflation. Told you it was tough, but it's different when you finally face it. Take it, fuck complacent, get your patience. If it reset what you making, cause it hasn't taken place. When it does, you can't replay it. So I hope them words you saying don't come back to harm you later. This a vicious game we playing, but we in it though. Put me in the dictionary and that's the fucking getting it, bro. Please don't get it twisted, that's the mental leaving when we's broke. I just kept it simple, nothing special, just the shit we saw. Tell me why you bitching, everybody giving 24. So use it wisely, it's surprising how much time they waste despising. That could really tilt the balance or could kill you at the margins. Beg your pardon, I ain't never beg, I planned it and I got it. Long time Luka Doncic with the options, I'm Giannis. Feel like Jokic with the passes, I'm a holder, you a talker. Getting older and I'm wiser, I can run it like Elijah. You can't tell me that I eat it if you've never been through fire. Whoa, I'm the favorite to the yes before a favorite. You got motive, not no motivation. Stop with all the faking, thought I told you. When I'm finished, then you gonna hear me say they can't do it how I done it. They still tryna make the payments. So fuck it up, yeah, that's the plan. I ain't watching them, I watch the end. I short the top, then buy again. Some love the top, some play to win. I love the work, they love to spend. They love the rest, love folding hands. They love the clap, they need the friends. I ain't need the shit. Been with nothing, I ain't fearing it. You ain't need the love when you in love with it. Made $1 million, I gave all of it. Y'all play the kid, I ain't faking shit. I claim the shit, I caught that. I made the grip. It fall off, but I can slip if I stop now. I'm still leaving rich.
Wow. I don't want to play another one, but I'm still down in this protein. But wow.
It's a cult, baby.
It is a cult. But praise Jesus. Put him first, Doc. It's not just
All right,
Jesus.
guys, listen to some blues riff and beat.
Hey,
Watch
pray
me
God,
for the
pray
changes and try and keep up, okay?
Hello, how you doing? I'm that motherfucking guy. Had a call, I had a put. Now I'm Marty McFly. NQ/ES, get my pronouns right. If I'm throwing hands up and his finger to the sky, throw me in the fire, then I'm coming out alive. Boy, I've been here for a while. I don't need to tell you 5 years running. How the hell I hated, not inspired. Yeah, they headed for the Insta, but I do it for the life. Put it on my life. I don't think twice. Instinct on beast. Had to learn it to survive. If you think I'm cheap, you ain't give the right price. I would never love a lifestyle more than I love my life. Always been a boss, I don't never need a break. Always been on stars, you could put me with the greats. Big man, milk can, we could talk about the race. Zotan, Timarag, got it all in one place. All in one take, I don't want the bait. Shout out to my nephew, man, he got my whole estate. Shout out to my mama, she know I'ma keep the faith. And don't forget about my girl, so pretty like her face. Why they mad at me, talking about they fallacies. My life is fantastic, yours is just a fantasy. Head trick with the assets, I ended up with equity. Ain't fucking with you fascists, the ownership is set me free. And God too, don't forget how God move. Only need a little bit, that's the way that God prove. Fuck you, you ain't feeling it. Shake the dust from my shoes, living in this silhouette. It's hard for me to act rude. I am that dude, put him in a bad mood. Only time you see me out is if I'm buying bedrooms. I don't really stress, dude. Tell me what they get you. Like I'm eating out, I'm just trying to get the chat, fool. Stop acting like you know me. 2020, homie, you ain't got the vibe. Kept it for reactions, cause a demon need a rise. What's a lion to a secrets? I eat you to find the pride. Be careful the things you thinking, you speaking, and what's inside.
Money, 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 I don't give a fuck about it. 2020, homie, already had the bag without it. Hate or love it, you ain't even know the half about me. But I take a half and double that, I keep it 100, homie. On a minor P, it sound like money make them all involved. Don't see it, but they feel it, that's what happened when the landing hard. Sleeping while we eating, I don't know who should be more apart. Money is a servant, my worth is when treated as a god.
I let it ride, bro.
Cold.
It is cold. Alright, man. Yeah, bro, that FIGMA IPO, man. I think we're back now, but I was gonna say, you guys, until y'all turned up that one candle right there, I was saying, man, it's kind of like, what's up? Y'all just jack it up, and then that's hella natural. But either way, I didn't look yet at the volume, but so far, this isn't the real breakout. I'm still gonna give it a couple days, unless it's not attractive enough on that. But it's still 220 is insane. But we're back, Chad, and I don't know. You guys like that, Philo? Can I tell you something? I will tell you something, but it's kind of crazy. But not really. It's never crazy. But it's for you. You know the whole like 300? I think it's like real, bro. I think we actually just need like 300 people. But like Jesus people. Only Jesus. I'm not trying to exclude anybody. Do you guys understand? Like, I don't care what you believe, and I'm not trying to exclude nobody. I'm just as an objective requirement, if I was just like reading instructions, hypothetically. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling you what is the first step. Historically, even. I can't explain it, bro. No, I'm just saying. No, fuck that. There's no 12, only Jesus. I'm saying that comes first. Always. It's hard to explain, and then again, someone's gonna think you're trying to exclude them. Whatever it may be, but no, like true, genuine. But that's the thing, though. It is like it's rarer than you think. Like that's what I was like. Actually, there's many parables, but I think we need like 300. You have first requirement is that, but like I legit think, cause you see what I was. Y'all just it's gonna be insane to the degree of. No, not even like, I think like knowledge and wisdom. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not, you guys, it's an army, but it's a different army. Not really. It's just a mind. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, like even the chat, even then, thank you guys during Philo. That's what I'm saying. I see good things, but the hive mind of the chat is really amazing. And it's very effective. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it trips me out. And the people, like literally, y'all tripped out on AI? Okay. But y'all think that's a development? Okay. But it is. That's the crazy part. I don't even say, that's why it's a trip, bro. I can't even explain it. But, you know, it's out of wordly. But I genuinely think the hive, you give me a hive mind with certain requirements, I believe there's a lot of knowledge and info, especially if AI works. It's trippy, bro. It's actually kind of crazy. But again, like I'm telling you, it's just weird. And it's Jesus first, above all else, or it's just like cuckoo. And then it's just tech mixed in, but nah, God comes first, bro. But you give me 300 real like-minded individuals in a way, I believe that I think the level of information is going to be extreme in a good way. And it has to be for a beneficial purpose. Again, and that's where number one comes first. It wouldn't, I'm saying, I don't know. There's a lot of things, but either way, put God first and everything else will come. But I'm sure you've heard that a lot from me already. So yeah, and that's why knowledge and wisdom. And I pray for all of you at minimum. So good luck, and at the end of the day, I look forward to it. But that's why, like, live up to it, all of it, and that's why go hard, bro, in a very good way, in a positive manner. And you know, if you really do like true seekers of knowledge, and that's what I'm saying, you guys who really like this, I'm about to sling this crazy ass convo. I'm about to sling it back to the long term, dog. Like I'm Donald Trump weaving. That's a good job, Josh. Very good job, Howard. Give him a star. Give him the star I gave you. All right, but you get it. Because, like, bro, it's all even financial, bro. And I'm telling you, like, if you're able to apply your knowledge in a way and, like, discipline, you're going hard in a way that is very positive and effective, oh, man, you guys are going to do very, very well. Especially with everything happening. And that's what I'm saying. But it has to serve you. And it has to be for good, above all else. But you're long-term. And money and opportunity, it does tie into it, but it's value. And I'm saying, if you can't even value the right things, dog, how do you expect to attain value? I know I sound cuckoo. Let's bring it back. So for real though, how do you, if you don't have a fixed understanding of value, how can you attain more and more value? Truly, in true value. All right. Answer that question, and then we're good. But you could ask me any other off topic as well. I don't know how I'm using eTrade Pro. Everyone says it is retired, but I still have it. I don't know if it gets updated. I'm sure one day it'll crap out, but till then, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it just stays alive. It's good. Yes. No, it's there. What happened today? Earnings. It's still kind of an earnings effect. You just had the very good earnings, but then they were really, really high front run maybe. And then they sold off the big gains and held the medium gains. You've seen it before a lot of times for post earnings. And then we got a 90-day extension from Mexico. And then there was one more headline, and then none of the data was too good or bad. And then that's it. What's my next big plan? What's after this? Just heaven. Look forward to it. We go revival, then heaven. I'm down. Word. But wherever the Lord takes me, brother. Amen. Apple has not been front ran. No, down 20% on the year or something. Actually, I can't speak to recent earnings, but yearly. That's sold off. But then again, depends which front run you're looking at. 1, 2 year, 5 year, 3 months, Wow, thank you. Good answer. Good answer. Family Feud. Thank you. I like to talk about Jesus. No, I was only on social media. So people think I'm Christian. Yes. Oh, I say the F word? I can't do that? Oh. Which one of us is doing it for... Oh, wait. Who's doing what? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? That's why I started it for. No? Oh, no. Is the last part of Wolf off sync on purpose, or is it you? I don't know. But one day, I think we will all have very similar or good ideas of all of those. You'll have a database of every uncle. There's a whole uncle history. It's amazing. Will I sponsor you in a disc golf tournament? You need an XL polo, and you want to advertise on it. What is the disc golf market like? I'm kind of down, but I need to and then I don't know the price. And this better not be one of them candy bar situations. Because if all you need is a polo, how much is this polo? See, before I agree to I don't know much about it. Pretty big. Well, you can email me. I'll take a look. I'm curious. I am curious. I have questions. I'm curious. That's it. I mean, how is this is this World Championship, Catalina Wine Mixer? What type of tournament are we talking here? Is it travel? Is it like PGA Disc Tour, PGA Frisbee? Is it a human-only competition? Do you see how many questions I have? I have a lot, but I've never, like, how deep in the game are you, bro? I know I've heard of disc golf. I played it in PE, but I don't know. I haven't encountered too many disc golfers in the wild. And then, what is a disc golf polo? Is that polo brand as well? But what's happening? All the noises are changing. That dude tripped me out. You have no idea, bro. Don't they have? I know some people have like crazy courses. I've heard of that. But then again, I've never been invited. No one's invited me to disc golf. And if you say, Josh, come out here, and I'm not going out to Ohio now after I just talked about it. The fuck? We're planning it out. You're not inviting me. So, see the language, man. Josh's logo on a Formula car would be crazy cool. Yeah, not to Greta Thunberg. Oh, let's just spend millions of dollars destroying the environment to drive around in cars very fast. You think Greta's gonna okay that? Bro, you serious? No, I love F1 and golf, dude. You guys keep saying, they're like, we're so back. I'm like, why? Y'all have had golf and F1 forever. Y'all know that, right? Y'all been nasty. Y'all have had all of it. Ridiculous. George Carlin would agree. Net neutral cars by F1. How do you do that? We plant a tree for every lap, Joshua. Very simple. We have planted 180 trees. Like, that's not... You know they do it with math? Y'all don't even want to know. You know that too? You know they treat it like a fucking business? Like you could write it off and depreciate it. So like your net neutral impact, like you could calculate, it depends on how you calculate it. And then you plant, you get enough carbon, you get the carbon bonus, and then you could get the first amount in the first year. You know that, right? It's trippy. So yeah, man, I don't even want to know how they're gonna. Don't even explain this to me. How you guys? Like what? It's a trippy ass concept. It's called a scam. What I meant is called ShamWow by Billy Blanks. Those work. Oh shit. I think I left the G-Wagon on. What? I just got a message that my car battery is about to die. What the fuck? Is this a scam? Are they gonna shoot me? I'm down. Hold on. Praise the Lord. No. Yeah, what? This makes no sense. Wait, what? Hold on. Give me some propaganda. I think it says start my car for 30 minutes.
Still gonna want that. Show me that chunky margin expansion path out of Amazon. And if they don't get it in the back half of the year, that's still that would also be a negative. So there's still some issues here for Amazon that, if they are correctly addressed, creates a lot of upside for the stock from here.
And Bryn, I'm interested in what your thoughts are on the way the market has reacted to these numbers, both in particular to those stocks, but also market-wide, right? There weren't really a lot of coattails here, but from Meta and Microsoft rallying the way they did. And when it comes to Microsoft, I mean, the stock opened at $555, and it's down $20 from there. Do you read anything into that? Do you feel like the overall rally is tired, or are we just resting?
Well, I think maybe it's tired and resting. I mean, Facebook and Microsoft deserve to have the pop. I think Meta's numbers were just more outstanding. So I think Meta's still up close to 12% for the day. It's held on to those gains. And so I think Microsoft, you could see a little bit of backfill. But I think if you look underneath the market, if you're not in tech or you're not in like the frothy tech, nothing's working outside of like AI, like the Vertiv, GE, Vernova, et cetera. It is such a bifurcated market, which is not great, by the way. And so I think as we go into August, we can definitely have some digestion. That being said, I think this pocket of the market, both the frothy side as well as the one that's deserved, like the Meta and the Microsofts, I think that going into the fourth quarter, these stocks can continue to move higher. You know, not at the pace, but will continue to move higher because the earnings and the momentum of the stock justify that.
Alex, when it comes to Apple, I mentioned it's just different drivers, right? It's not really playing the same game that the big cloud platforms and others are playing. Is Apple underinvesting? Is it developing its AI capabilities the wrong way? Is it just kind of percolating the response, or does it not need to because it has confidence that whatever comes of this sort of AI world, we're going to interact with it through their devices?
I think it has spent about a year and a half developing artificial intelligence the wrong way. I think the good news is that it realizes that, and it's going through a major reorganization now to try to sort through those problems and deliver on this vision of of Apple intelligence that it brought to us at WWDC last year and hasn't delivered to this point. The one problem is, as you're in this moment of reorganization, you are subject to poaching, and we know how important talent is in AI. In Meta's earnings, by the way, Meta went from the year of efficiency to the year of rolling up Brinks trucks to AI engineers' homes and giving them hundreds of millions of dollars. So what happens? Mark Zuckerberg knocks on your door if you're a talented Apple AI engineer and says, hey, I hear things are going, it's not great over there. Why don't you come over here? We have the money, we have the resources, we have the strategy, and there have been some high-profile Apple AI engineers that have listened and taken that role. So if they don't have the talent, can they deliver? I don't think they can. So they're going to have to find some way to fix this ship quickly. Now, the new direction, the new leadership might be the way to do it, but they are really swimming upstream on this one.
And Jason, what would you specifically want to hear out of Apple? I mean, if I look at the stock, obviously it's backed off. It has not fully participated, although it does remain above this $200 level, and it seems like maybe it's around support just because people assume Apple's going to figure it out, and before too long, maybe it'll be another upgrade cycle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's clearly a bunch of concerns with Apple. I mean, it's down 2% in the last 3 months. It's down 16% for the year. Not expecting huge numbers again. I mean, it trades like a staple.
Yeah. I think they're listening. It's okay. I know they're listening. That's why I tell them to seek the truth. I don't know what to tell you. Amen, bro. Amen. Yeah, that's right. I can't wait till we're done with summer, too. It'll be different, too. A different environment. Above all else. So, don't worry. Enjoy it and get a long term. You'll be good. I mean, NVO is getting there, but our only issue is time. That's it. This is the kind of let the dust settle zone. You get like 3 to 5 days. So, same with UPS. So again, we talked about these on the watch list, and I mean, we could talk about it again because they've dropped another 10%. So it's like, bro, I really do like it. I mean, that's the thing with like NVO. If you want a dividend stock, NVO is kind of an easy decision because if it's at 4.4 right now, that's crazy. No, 2.4. Whew. If it goes to 4.4 though, that's easy. That's a very easy decision. Because their payout ratio is nothing. You understand that, right? They boomed, and they make a fuck ton of money now. So, yeah, even at 2.5, but you get me to risk-free on like a 30% thing, bro, it's crazy. Bro, I didn't know it does that. It texted me. NVO is at 3.3. Mine says 2.4, but give or take, I'm sure it might be similar. But like, it's not quite there yet. That's what I'm saying. It's only been 3 days. So it's either going to stop now or keep going. But then again, that's why I'm like, it looks nice, but it doesn't have to be your first pick right now because it's only day number 3. Let me put it this way. What happens if you get a bad earnings today, mother effer? Right? A lot of things could change, and we still haven't even gotten to August. So, or these will be the ones that just keep getting cheaper, and then we buy them middle of the quarter, let them settle, let the money move everywhere else, and then, yeah, we'll see. On the battery. I could like say it, but I can't. I don't think I've ever sung that song out loud in my life. I got it. I don't know. I won't even say that shit. Fuck that. The Lord. Amen. But I stopped saying the F word. But the Jesus God, stop it. Intel's at book value, but no divvy. That's what I'm saying. I hope you guys noticed that conversation right when you said dividend NVO. I'm separating that, because like that one is at that low of a payout ratio. If you get a good enough dividend, that's an easy decision. UPS, we just talked about it. They have a 97% payout ratio. You just saw Whirlpool and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Where if it's too high, they don't recover. Nobody has any shame nowadays. They'll fucking cut it. Even ask Walgreens, damn it. But it's like, you got to really, that's a different conversation. Again, a lot of these too. And then if we start seeing growth names that, depending on how up or down they are, they don't pay dividends. So, yeah, like, that's the thing. Pfizer, yeah, but Pfizer, the buybacks, I don't think, Pfizer's kind of like Intel, but they do have the divvy, but their payout ratio is a little higher as well, too. Like I'm saying, NVO, that is a unique one where they literally just have a lot of money. So, I mean, let me put it this way, though. If in 2 to 5 years, if you believe the story that NVO is going to get, like, fucked up, and then their profits and their poor spending is going to catch up with them, this story I'm telling you now can change. And then it could get worse. And then they don't have as much money, right? Just like anybody who gets into debt or bad spending, right? It could come down, and then boom, you're screwed now. That payout ratio will start to skyrocket if they can't make as much money or they spend bad. So, but for now, compared to all of these, if you could get me a 4.5 on NVO at a 20%, 30% payout ratio, I think that's a very separate and easy decision. They seem to go up and down. Oh, is it a portion of profits? I think they have a base dividend rate, but I don't know if it's like guaranteed to be the higher ones. On there, mine shows 1 on a dividend 109. Oh, mine didn't show the percent. Yeah, it's like 2. Not even my TOS is 2 something. 2.4, 2.5. It's the E-Trade ones, right? I think it's 2.49, give or take. It's within 2.2 to 2.5. But that's what I say, bro. You get that thing to 4, that's an easy ass decision. I didn't have to, and I would separate it from everything else. Like I would say, that would be very, very easy. But other than that, it's not. You have to go down another 50%, technically, I think, give or take. And then FIGMA climbed up a little bit. I want to check the volume on it. Yeah, they threw in the Whirlpool news. They just dumped it with all of the bad news. But then they have a lot of confidence. It's really odd, but I think it's either they're gonna do bad or that was the sandbag quarter. Because they started rallying, I think, before. They started rallying that turnaround story when it went 80 to 100, whatever. Just recently, that was kind of not really warranted as much. And now the guidance is really, really low. So we'll see. But then again, it's just like any of these situations. If next few quarters, if these situations get dramatically better or worse, some of these names will be either really good or they'll struggle. I like Hormel. Hormel is a brand, you know, I think there's other options, and there's also like Conagra, even our boy Pepsi, but a lot of you know Hormel, you know Spam, right? So Hormel has a lot of like household products if you're looking for that, but it kind of reminds me of Helen of Troy, but different. This is more of a food portfolio. And Hormel has been around for longer than most of us have been alive, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, founded in 1891, but they IPO'd in 1972. Let's see. Do you guys recognize any of these brands? Oh, wait, what? It doesn't even give me them? They gonna make me look. Wow, Walmart. Walmart is their biggest customer. That's crazy. Walmart is... How big is this company? Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. Hormel just might turn into... I don't know. This might just turn into Walmart in the near future. Bro, they get $1.8 billion from revenue. From Walmart a year. If I'm reading that right. Skippy? I know they have Spam. Hormel owns a lot. But then again, I can't remember the last time. I ain't bought peanut butter in a minute, bro. You know? I don't eat peanut butter. My girl is allergic to peanuts. I don't have peanut butter. So, I can't remember the last time. Someone just brought up Hormel. So I said, I like the brands, just like Helen, where I started looking at it and I was like, yo, I like the brands. I like the portfolio. If they got it good enough, multi-year low, there's good value, like, always could consider it. But then again, this space has a few others. So, like Conagra, Pepsi. Pepsi's the best one, I think. But either way, I don't know if they've reported yet, but we'll see. And then we were just talking NVO and UPS. So, and we were saying, and we were talking if NVO's dividend goes high enough, that just becomes completely different. I also like UPS too, but we talked about that this morning. The dividend yield and payout ratio and some other things aren't necessarily, that doesn't make it the safest. So if it goes low enough, it gets safe enough. But if it's still high with that risk, we could be a little more patient. Same goes for NVO. I know, bro. It's crazy. El Coyote just tweeted me where is it? I want to see Adobe. Bro. Adobe abandoned the deal December 23, $20 billion. And they instantly open at 55. Oh, man. Adobe. That's crazy. It's like Adobe would have been worth a lot more by now, probably. Imagine. Yeah, they're not taking it well today. I thought they own a stake, though. I'm pretty sure they own a little bit. I don't think they own the whole thing, but I think they were one of the seller. No, are you sure? I remember we did this last time, but I do think I think they might have owned a stake. Other than that, if not, they got clapped. No auto. Mine reinvested on Schwab, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, because I only have 10 shares. Let's see. Of Adobe owning a stake? Oh, I feel like I have. I don't know why. Why is Starbucks down? And then who else? Uber. Oh, UNH is another one too. See, isn't it crazy though? As the UNH hype died down, or did I just ban everybody? But I'm glad that we could talk about it calmly now. Holy shit! But you know, I feel like what happened to all the UNH? I don't, you know, I like it, but it's just I like other stuff too. But you know, but like, what happened? What's up? Where we at? Because that's on the list. I'm not against it now. I'm just like, yeah, it's just. Everyone's just a fucking crackhead. I didn't have, like, when it was crazy. Just like, again, just like NVO. NVO, you guys have been a little calmer, but like during the spike, I mean, you're not going to jump in all the time. Not right away. But yeah, now let the dust settle a little bit. And then, yeah, but I like it. I like fundamentally. But there's still, like we said, she's being investigated by the DOJ. That's it. She's a 10, but the Department of Justice is looking into her last 10 years for fraud. So other than that, you know, it just depends. Of hostile takeover of UMC? I don't think we ever said hostile takeover of them. No, but we liked them for a little, but I don't know if you've been here in the last 7 months or so, but we've talked about some of their poor financial management. I like the business model, and I like them as the number 2 lender. I like to use them as a company, but yeah, as a stock and their leverage ratios, they're like one problem away. I think a lot of people in real estate, because they thought the rates would be somewhere else by now. But yeah, so no, I wouldn't put that on the round of draft class right now. They're a little too deep, mixed in with the lack of quality. Like UNH is in deep, but they got some good quality backing it. So yeah, she's a 10, but UMC was not. But UNH is dumping right now. They're down 6%. It does employ a lot of people. But if it's fraud, it's fraud. You could turn... This is what I said from day one. You guys tell me. But it could still turn into like a Boeing for a little bit. You know, and you might just spend years. And that's the risk. I don't think UNH is going anywhere. It's not. I agree. It's not going anywhere. That could be your exact problem. Literally. It goes nowhere. For the next 3 years, wow, everything just does whatever else it wants. Or if everything does bad, it might do bad good. So, yeah. No, I did not get any FIG. No. Apple. Well, I said Apple when we went over the slick charts on the watch list a couple weeks ago. If you really want a FOMO and you really want growth and you don't want to buy a value name that's going down, Apple is down 20% on the year. Now, granted, it's still one of the higher value names, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of CRM's a little lower too, but you got some high flyers that are down 20% on the year to this date. So that depends on your portfolio, your risk management, and all that. But again, I would think about 10 years from now and make a decision you're going to live with for the next 10 years and not change your mind on. Or with an amount you can live with for 10 years. Maybe that's another way to put it. Ask them to lower it to the Fed rate. I don't think they will to the Fed rate, but yeah, when we were doing the futures a lot more, I told you guys that warning there in the beginning, because yeah, a lot of people don't, even on any futures account too, because you have to use margin. So be careful. But you are paying interest, and you collect interest on some futures too. Keep that in mind. If you're not familiar, look into it, or use a real broker. You've always had a... Come on, bro. I've seen you criticize governments. I've seen you make high-level, criticisms. You're not going to tell me you're buying Apple just because you have an iPhone. I need more. I can't accept that. No, I'm rejecting that answer. Try again. Because like I'm saying, you have to justify it if you really want to buy a certain type of name in this environment right now. And again, Apple's not a bad choice, but not just because that one, we're not going to play that. That's what I'm saying. I've seen over the years people pick and choose how they use the simplicity of what we're doing, but this isn't meeting all the other criteria. So, but it's always a good choice. That's what I'm saying, but at the same time, you would have bought it a long time ago with that logic. See what I'm saying? That same logic would have got you in at iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 13, whatever they went up to. Well, but again, AI and all that, they're at a certain spot. Like I said, Apple is down 20% on the year. You got to weigh against your own portfolio, and like I said, an amount you can live with, or a time frame. Think for 10 years minimum. So if buying F208 today meets that plan, then there you go. So that's where, and then where are other things going to be in 10 years? And this is your opportunity to plan and think about that. Went from 6s, bro. I remember I had the ghetto 3. Like, I had to finesse a 3. I got a jailbroken. I had an iPhone with no cell service at one point in my life. Y'all don't understand. Dog, finessing. We had to get I got the iPhone and I jailbroke it, but only to put Wi-Fi on it. I think these were PSP days, to be honest. Like, it was just different. Now we got Starlink, dude. IBM on the low. And then, yeah, we only got 24 minutes. So, you guys know Apple has earnings today. So, yeah, that's the next part, too. If you buy it right now, the value could instantly change higher or lower. So, you could decide to scale in, decide to wait, choose your frustration. If you know you're going to chase it, you better buy it now. Or go half and half. Or if you know you could live without it, you don't do anything. Palm Pilots used to go so hard. Dude, I wanted a Palm Pilot so bad. You know that? I wanted a Palm Pilot, bro. I thought if I had a Palm Pilot, I became the CEO. You don't understand, bro. That was my dream. Y'all have dreams of like Wall Street. I had dreams of just having a Palm Pilot. You understand? That's where I was like, well, we made it. We got a Palm Pilot, bro. That was shit went hard. I was very professional at the time. Yeah, bro. The little pen, you pulling out the pen. Only a professional pulls out the pen. Yes, yeah, he's a fucking pro. He's a Palm Pilot, dog. You guys remember when all the BlackBerry people tried to make a cult? And y'all judge me? And they were like, oh, BBM. Oh, yeah, it's a BBL now. Now you look dumb. Yeah, you remember BBM? And they're like, oh, you don't have BBM? No, I don't have BBM. What the fuck do I look like? You don't remember? And they had their own little messaging. Y'all don't. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Others of you know. You'd understand this, bro. It's crazy. They thought they were cool with their BBM. BBM Messenger. Good times. Good times. Yeah, you had to be there. It was iMessage before iMessage, exactly. That's the irony. That's the true irony of all of it. Because now you still have the iPhone cult. It's just, now it's too big, bro. It's spread. But yeah, that was iMessage before iMessage. I think in like 1999, to be honest with you. It's a long time ago. It lasted till like 07, probably. A good 8-year run. Starbucks still going. Remember I said, I was like, why is that dropping? But yeah, you have those earnings too. So I'd make up your mind if you're going to be going to any of these play. Where is my list? Yeah, you have Apple and Amazon. Those are going to be the big ones. I mean, MSTR, but like we talked about, I don't think you value earnings the same. I don't know how to value it. It's different. It's just not. It's a Bitcoin acquisition. So Coinbase, you could measure that by normal metrics and standards, or most of its investors are. And then Reddit could be a good sympathy there. They're just going to have high premiums. Riot, again, that Bitcoin shit. Enovix, they could kind of move. Cloudflare too, but I think Cloudflare, Reddit will move. It's just going to have a high premium. So kind of, I think Robinhood is the example for Reddit. Cloudflare, that gives me, who was it? Cloudflare can move, but it has high premium. So if it doesn't move, you're fucked. But this one, you're going to have a 20%er potential if there's something. But again, I can't guarantee that for this one. I just know they move. And then Roku is, they could do it too. Kind of reminds me of Reddit or Robinhood. And then Apple and Amazon, after Meta and Microsoft, these are wild cards. You could do whatever. Most times people would think these would do nothing, but nah, these could actually hit. I think Apple could do good in the sense they've just done bad, and we just saw everybody surprised, bro. Everybody made $3 billion. You realize, oh, I'm selling these, bro. Or should we keep them? I forgot. I remember that play I was gonna scalp. I kept it. So I have the puts. They're up. But I think there's more upside surprise, to be honest. No. Yeah, they jacked them all up. Apple ain't do shit. All of them just went up. Except for the near the monies. So yeah, you're out of the monies already did the run up. That's why my puts are up. Oh, about MP? Yeah. I like that idea way better. But then you'll get let down if it doesn't happen. So that's the other side. But yeah, Amazon too. But Amazon is actually, you don't even think about America. Amazon is only, well, not America products. It's cloud, bro. Azure yesterday was insane. So AWS, bro, is the leader right next to it. So they either ate lunch together or somebody ate their meal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I like Amazon a lot better. That one could be, just look at Microsoft, but then Microsoft didn't have any follow through. So do as you please with that. Fig breaking out on the day. Oh. How was the volume? Let's see. 45 million, it turned the float. So I don't know if I could trust it, but at the end of the day, it was too high from the get-go. For me, at least. But let's give it a couple days and wait for the other breakout. Let me see. Met C? Whoa. What is this? 4%. I mean, that's, and 5 is going to be something. Met C. No idea what it is. Nothing traded on it, though. Very, very low volume. I'm looking at the Fig stuff. Oh. Oh, that's composite. Trump admin to boost price support for rare earth projects. Support for MP to be extended to other rare earth firms. Oh. Is that like FCX? Yo, that's huge. Who would be the next one? Yo, find the next MP pretty much. They're saying they're down to buy another ass company by the government. I like it. Do it again. Howard! Sources, though. Hold on. I don't like that. That's sources. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So wait till you get the confirmation, or it's somebody. That could have been why the other one ran. Somebody has it. You get what I'm saying? USA Rare Earth Inc. What a name. I don't know if this one's too obvious or if this one is the one. But for now, it's sources. Yeah, so the real play is going to be the Trump announcement. And then everyone's just going to gamble and guess who's the other one. But somebody has it, and then they'll announce it. But until that's confirmed, you know, trade accordingly. Yeah, MP's going a little bit off of it. I think that's what the Met C was. Oh. But coal's not a rare earth. It's beautiful earth, Josh. So beautiful, 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 clean coal. I'm telling you. Howard! Show them the diagram. Do you have it here? My friend Howard, he made this PowerPoint. He'll show you. Show him, Howard. Show him the one. Show him how clean it is. Look at that's a misconception. Misconception. Look at that. Wow. That's what I'd say. Figs and you, they're all probably moving off that headline. Vale is foreign. Trump is not going to buy Brazil. That doesn't qualify. Figs is going, the volume looks legit, man. As much as I kind of skeptical, everything checks out. I don't see anything weird. Not like the other one. So it's all even all the prices. There's like 100 and maybe 400. There's like 500,000 shares traded at a weird price. So how much is it right now? How much would that be? At current price, there's $61 million I can't account for in volume. Everything else is legit compared to the last time I looked at the other IPO. So I've been using a different metric with it. But yeah, so it's at current price, but 500,000 shares. That's it. The other one, it was 7 million shares at a I guess maybe a similar price, but dollar-wise. All right, man. 10-minute bro. Today flew by. Hey, yo, what's that? Oh, I was like, is there finally a bid? Oh, no, it's nothing. Rigatoni. Dude, I want the, what's it called? I want that Il Forneo. Someone commented that and they're like, all I care about is getting that Il Forneo. And I said, what? What do you mean? I'm down, bro. I'm down. All right, bro, that AIP filled. If you still have that one, do an all or nothing order and it will fill. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that or if that qualifies, but that's weird. That contract is glitching out, but it filled me. I made it free. Yeah, look at it. Oh, it filled. Until that bid goes away, you could hit it. Do an all or nothing order. That's really weird, bro. So something's going on with it, or you could make it free and just take advantage of it. I'm making it free. That thing hasn't caught a bid. It's been weird. That was the one that NVIDIA invested in, and we got it early. But yeah. So on the run-up, it wouldn't catch a bid. You couldn't make it free. But now it's there. AIP. So we had this play a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it went up. That's why I'm saying it. I saw the bid and I looked at it. I'm like, is that a glitch? And then I did an all or nothing order and then it filled. Because usually it says only one contract, but it filled. You see what So literally it said one contract on the bid, but if you do it all or nothing, it'll fill more than one. So there's a fake bid on there that's filling and buying. I don't know why, but it wasn't before. Yeah, NVO, UNH, they've been doing it for the last... Everyone's just either getting ready for Apple or the money went to Fig for now. Might be USAR, one state over. But I just... what is USAR? If they didn't have such a sketchy name, I'd be down. It sounds like my dad named this company. But I don't think this guy's a scammer. I don't think it's my dad. We are USA Rare Earth Incorporated. Donald, I have an offer for you, Donald. Yeah, bro, it says a metal fabrication company. Man, I'm about to fucking... Domestic supplier, rare earth, heavy rare earth, developing vertically integrated supply, top heavy. Company was founded in May 2019 in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Yeah, full year revenue as of December 24, $0. So, if you have bought a membership, I think you have made more money than this company in the last 12 months. So thank you for your support, Chatadonia. But I don't know. Let me see. This is but yeah, that's why it sounds scammy, bro. EBITDA minus 4 million, net income 7.8. How? Oh shit, there's only two. I'm like, I thought my chart was still loading. There's only two markers. I don't know, bro. Is this in millions? Thousands. They have $2,000 cash on balance sheet. So I don't know. They have 24 million in assets, 17 million in debt, but they got 2K in cash, bro. He did not watch the watch list. I don't think, or he was buying MO maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know though. I don't know anything about this company. It has the name, but that's kind of what sketches me out. So that's. But I think MP is like legit. MP's been around, dude. My first guess would have been like FCX, Freeport. But I don't know if Freeport does like rare earths and magnets only. Flushy 5? Well, I don't know. Sounds like a good band. Coinbase dropping. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna just hold that Apple put. I was gonna scalp it. I didn't go that big, so might as well keep a play on there. Other than that, I'm not touching them. I like Amazon though. Amazon for Azure, Net for movement, and then Reddit as the wild card. Just Reddit has to just beat the market maker. Reddit's been killing it though. Every single quarter, I'm like, damn. The PDF business is booming. I apparently. I mean, Adobe. So Figma, PDFs, Adobe, Figma, IPO, Figma. Wow, dude, I didn't buy it. I'm not buying it. Should I buy it? Yeah, CSX popping. Is there anything related to railroads? 1%. It sucks. This is the end of the day right now, but that's moving. Figma. CSX to work with Goldman. Oh, no way. Another railroad, bro? Hold on. I don't know if you got 3 minutes. That's either going to be a well-timed rumor or that's like legit because it's at the bell, dude. It's kind of 480, but I put $10 on it. Because again, you just had a UNP CP buyout. I can't confirm that though, but I'm willing to put $10 on it. Other than that, finalize your earnings play. Berkshire. Would Berkshire be? Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, I hit. Damn, you can't get the $10 ones no more? All right, yeah, they disappeared. I don't think it's halted, though. Let me see. It's not, no. But yeah, otherwise, earnings, take that list I just gave you. Do what you need to. And I am done. September. Well, August is going to be a lot too, you guys. Just, I mean, let's put it very simply. Every month this year has kind of been insane. You might just be getting used to it. Amen. But, you know, every month has held something. So I look forward to it. But, you know, just be head on a swivel, and the same things that got you here, they all apply. So just don't be too certain and see where it leads us. I'll stay a little bit for earnings, yes. I'm down. See y'all next week, baby. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, baby. Have a good one, and God bless you and America and the veterans. And you only have 40 seconds! Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Shares, options, futures. You only got 5 seconds. Apple, Amazon. I already told you, man. What you gonna do? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, shit. Wisdom tree to buy. Oh, who? Series partners and expansion. Oh, dude, that was a fucking... Look at that. They had that prepped up. You see that? Buyout. Some buyout news. Wisdom tree came out right at the bell. But ding, ding, ding. Hard! Oh, Chad Adonia. Are you kidding me? We did it, we made it, baby. 7 hours in the books. So, Friday, Junior. Tomorrow's a Friday, and you're blessed, baby. You know that I need a good game in the chat. Drop that GG, baby. Let's go. Good luck on Apple and Amazon. Oh, it don't matter if you made money or lost money. I know you learned something. Everybody that contributed brought something to the table. Plays, news, vibes, personalities, info. Way to hold it down. Way to not get banned. Way to stick to the plan. Amazon. All right, here's the numbers right in front of you. I have to compare it to the estimates. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but, you know, considering all of these stocks can make a move in 2 weeks, and they hate us, I'm not gonna, you know, God bless America. So, but let's see. Get a long term. Apple comes out in like 20 minutes, so you got a little bit of time. So 167.7 versus 162. So they made $5 extra billion. Yeah, they beat on everything. And by about $3 to $4 billion, you guys. It's the same thing, man. I'm gonna see the operating margin. I don't know where the estimate is. That's crazy, bro. Dude, all of these companies made an extra $3 to $4 billion just from somewhere. And they see third quarter profit 15.5 to 20. Hold on, I gotta get the deeper one. All right, guidance. Third quarter sales 174 to 179.5. Estimate was 173, so the low end is the high end. Yeah, operating margin, that's the one I wanted. 11.4. Dude, they killed it. 10.4 was the expectation. Highest was 10.7. No, bro. Both. That was just like Meta and Microsoft. The margin too. So guidance was good. I don't see AWS. We'll go through the other one. But yeah, I think AWS is keeping it down. Unfortunately, I want to see the guidance, but they killed it. Yeah. Next quarter, no, they're not having it. So they guided up for next quarter. Even AWS, I think it's in line, but I think you're going to get more from the conference call. And then, yeah, a little less sexy, but it doesn't have the same as Microsoft. But it's still good, and everybody just made $3 billion extra. So MSTR did come out, yes. Let's see. Cash. I'm going through the actual filing. Oh, it's 2024. I was like, woo. Yeah, 10.5. They didn't make as much. They made 10.1 on operating income on AWS. So they spent a little bit more. That could be it. Otherwise, just wait for their conference call. Well, they did a slight guide up. All of it, but there's no AWS guide yet. That's it. You need the AWS guide. The beat wasn't sexy enough to drive it up 10% like Microsoft and then bring it down. But that's not bad. Yeah, bro. All right. Are you a little bit more worried about Apple now? Because that was good, but it wasn't sexy. So Meta and Microsoft were sexy. Both of those were big, and they just on what you wanted. Like I'm saying, Azure had 39% growth. You're killing it. This is good, but it's not giving you like this. You know, they were the leader, just holding the lead in a weird way. But yeah, we'll see. Apple is Apple. Well, in general though, we need something stronger. I think just after yesterday, people's sentiment was high. So the bar was lower yesterday. You're coming into a high bar of sentiment today. Did coin come out? I see Archite. There's Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's out. You have to go through the filing. They're killing it now. I bet you they fucking killed it. I don't see Coinbase yet, actually. Yeah, Reddit, you gotta go through the damn press release. Dude, Reddit, if that one goes... Oh, I'm on the wrong one. So they're already up 20. Damn. They were pricing in 10. Like I said, that one's just gonna... If that beats the market maker, you win. Alright. So Reddit... Oh, this one, let's see. Dude, they killed it again. 500 million in revenue. Oh my goodness. Highest estimate was 430. Oh, I need to make it bigger. Total revenue 78% year over year. Gross margin at 90.8. Adjusted EBITDA 167 million. They beat by another 30 million. Operating cash flow 111. Improvement of 83 million. Oh, dude, they did it again. 48 cents EPS. Estimate was 19 cents. No, bro, they killed it. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. And they guide third quarter revenue 535 to 545. The previous estimate was 4. That was a huge beat. Bro, they did it again. Dude, I've never seen... It's all because of the Adobe people on... Because, dog, I've never in my life seen an IPO in 3 fucking quarters go from no EBITDA to EBITDA growth back to back to back to back to back. Whatever. It's just insane, bro. Dude. No, they just got 185 to 190. The estimate is 159.8. They killed it, dude. Smashed it on everything. Bro, their EPS, even diluted, non-diluted, is still double. It doesn't even fucking matter. They killed it. Killed it. That one should beat the market maker, but yeah, I was pricing in 15%, 13, so you'll win. That's a good beat, bro. Mm-hmm. Coin? I don't know where Coin... I think Coin might be out. Dude, that's crazy. I'm telling you, bro. Made a lot of money. They don't have that many users. That's the weird part. That's the weirdest part about all of it. They're making more money than a lot of people. There's 100 million users daily. That's very impressive. Oh, you want Coinbase? Apple's not out yet. I see MSTR. LiDAR. MSTR is killing it. Apple, Microsoft, and rare earth firms meet U.S. officials on supply chain push. Oh, Microsoft about to buy somebody, dude. Microsoft's gonna copy what Apple did. This is all just reports, but... Oh, yeah. You heard it here first, Chatadonia. Wow. I know, Archite. I have Coinbase. They gotta read the filing. Oh my god, how many letters? Okay, cool. I can't zoom, Habibi. I see I need bigger monitor. These motherfucking PowerPoint. Howard! Total revenue in Q2 was 1.5 billion. Oh, they missed. They expectation 1.59, down 26% quarter over quarter. Subscription revenue 656. Yeah, they missed on everything. Guidance, that was like the midpoint of their guidance though, but yeah, everybody was just hyped on Coinbase because of crypto. So I don't think it was that bad, but it's not. That one's not sexy, and it's a miss. Just simple miss. I don't have the guidance, but I don't even think they give guidance. So yeah, wait for their outlook. We anticipate July to be approximately 360 million. Subscription within 655 to 745. Yeah, it's a little. I don't have an estimate for that though. I don't think it's bad. It's just a little light. And then everybody expects you to do crazy with Bitcoin at a record high. And then you want MSTR. I don't even have a preview for MSTR. They have a record net income of 10 billion, EPS of 32.60. And then it says something here about like 16 molars per share. I don't know what that means. I'm not familiar with that metric. So something about molars per Bitcoin and something. I'm very lost. But other than that, yeah, 10 billion, 14 billion operating income quarter two, 10 billion net income, $32.60 diluted per share, 25% BTC yield achieved, 13 billion BTC gain achieved year to date in 2025. Yeah, MPS, molar per share. Never heard of it. It's weird. Sounds fascinating. Lutnick, 35% letter. Uh-oh. But final decision with Trump, ongoing potential 90-day pause. And then, bro, Microsoft is meeting with Apple and rare earth firms, bro. Microsoft is going to do what Apple did with MP. That's crazy. If Canada Carney cooperates, Trump may cut tariffs. Fivin, 280. Oh, Fivin moves a lot. Where's Net? And then Apple still comes out in 7 minutes. So we're not done yet, boys. But Fivin, that one can move. Yeah. They're only at $27 now. Apple usually reports at 4:15 or 4:20. I think at 4:15. Ain't seen no wires, and then I heard long tar from the amplifiers. 10% with the dripped out value stars. Ain't got no job, but I'll still buy a crib. I'll need that shit because I'll live in it. And that's okay, cause I still say, I'm so sorry. 1:30? Oh. No, we gotta wait till 1:30, bro. That's crazy. No. Yeah, it's 1:30, bro. I'm not, man, I got shit to do. This is bullshit, bro. Absolute bullshit. Where's all my money, man? That's okay, 'cause I stay strong. No, Net. There he is. So Reddit beat the market maker. I don't know what Net's at, but that one has the, I could move, but they still got a beat too. Dude, I can't believe Reddit. Rapparooney, Chattadooney. I don't feel me. I know, man. I need to go to the gym, guys. I'm tired. I'm so tired, I want to get more tired. Y'all don't feel me. That's it. Don't you just want to run? Today, dude, they ball on Thursdays. You know that? He told me the schedule. Bro, I had such a wholesome talk with the old guy. There's an old dude on the court, and I swear, he looked like George Soros type beat. You know what I'm saying? He old, bro. And he balls. And he's such a nice guy. I love him. And he said this, so he was telling me you get a good group of people. He has no idea. I was just talking about this on stream. He was like, bro, you get a good group of people to play some ball. You watch the young guys. Look at the ball. I was like, bro, hey, man. He said Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Saturday. I got the whole schedule. But yeah, Reddit killed it. Like Reddit disgusting. Now we wait for Amazon again. You don't have an AWS guide yet, so that could still move a lot. But they beat. It just wasn't as to the same like scale of growth in beat as like a Microsoft or Meta. Wasn't bad. Oh yeah, I should get the Net one. Dude, Net is tweaking. That thing is hit the high and low ticker 3 times in different directions at 10%. All right. They did 21 cents on 512 of revenue versus 18 on 501. So they beat. Top and bottom line a lot better than expected. I don't know where the guide is. Did they get caught? I'm sure if it to a certain range though. That beat was big. I think it might go a little bit more. Like I said, but then again, you got that. You have to open up tomorrow morning. 2025 on net, 543 to 544. Non-GAAP income 75 to 76. Their guidance is weird. Yeah, they guided up on the year. Their previous was 209. They say 2113 to 2115. Non-GAAP, yeah, and then 284 to 286 instead of 270 to 260. 85 cents. I don't have a guide. Oh, versus 7. Yeah, they net guided up on every metric and beat. They killed it. So I don't know. That was pricing in 12 though. That one might not hit still, believe it or not, but they killed it. I know, the basketball court. I told you I have a place we could put it, but then it might take up other space for other things. Because there's a nice spot already. I'm like, we could totally put a basketball court there. But then you could totally build a house there too. That's kind of the problem. If you want the good flat land that's already ready, bro. Oh, but I'm like, you could put a house. I could put one of the mini basketball hoops on a door. If you're down, we could do that instead. We build a barn and I'll put one of the little hoops on the door. That way you and I could both dunk. I can't dunk right now. You might be good at it. You just gotta just chill. Certain times. That's why some of these earnings are really good times to play. Sometimes it's really against you. And then same thing with like the craziness. Once we get some hype back, it'll be, you need a little more panic. But without that, then the computer is it's a very, very, very strategic computer game. If these Apple puts hit, you're gonna buy a pool. I wish you the best of luck, but no matter what happens, you are gonna need to buy a new membership. You know what I'm saying? So God bless, baby, and I wish you the best of luck. I gotta put 2, man. I don't get a pool out of mine, but but either I might get another membership. Either way, so we'll see, man. Either way. So yeah, guys, read the rules, please. I'd love it. I'd appreciate it. I still love you, man. Well, yeah. Chat a deepest noise. I agree. I agree. Amen, bro. Amen. All right, man. We have 8 minutes. I'm gonna play you some Uncle. Otherwise, I would be balling, bro. I would be balling.
Some people don't even have dreams, you know what I'm saying? But if you blessed enough to have a dream, chase it, bro.
I had a dream like Martin,
Vice President,
and I heard a couple
Scott
of stories.
Bessent, and we're
Never
making
met my heroes,
a lot
never
of
had
deals.
one.
We're making
Never
deals for
wanted
trillions,
things I never had, son. I got it,
Nobody's
then I
ever seen
grabbed
anything
them.
quite
Looking
like it.
back,
We
these
just made a
bitches
couple of
Southeast
others
said,
a little while ago. I don't know if you'd be interested right now. I won't even bother telling. This is about sports and about health. One of the best defensive players ever, I think probably acknowledged to be the greatest defensive player in the history of the NFL, a friend of mine for a long time. Too long, right, Lawrence? Lawrence Taylor, he's an incredible guy. And just been my friend a long time, haven't we? Huh? Knew him forever. One of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, a young guy still. He can kick it long. I think he's...
You know what I was doing, right?
The best there is in the business. Harrison Butker.
I never did that. I was like,
where are you,
I kind of vibe with it.
He's a handsome guy, by the way. That's usually not my thing, but he is a good-looking sucker. One of the truly greatest golfers ever to play on the LPGA Tour. A lot of people say the greatest female player ever, and a lot of people would say just one of the best players ever. She's phenomenal. I've played a lot of golf with Annika Sorenstam, and she's amazing. Just had an really storied career. Hall of Famer, easily a Hall of Famer, by the way, right at the top of the list. So it's great to have you with us, Annika, and say hello to the family. And then she was here not so long ago with Gary Player, where she got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and so did he. He's won 168 tournaments and 18 majors, 9 and 9, and she's the same in terms of the women's game. But that was a great time. It was a great honor to give it to you. You really deserved it. It's the highest medal you can get outside of the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's the military version. And the other is the Presidential Medal, and you got it. So thank you very much. 14-time WWE World Champion, and he's a man who you're not going to mess around with. Even Bryson said, I think I'll take a pass on him, right? You're going to take. And he's another one who's been my friend for a long time. He's really an amazing athlete.
Yo, who is he talking about? Because all I'm thinking about is Triple H.
There he is.
Is that Triple H?
He's a strong guy. And
wait, is there a people's elbow in this conversation, or am I misinterpreting this?
Honor to have you. Offensive lineman, NFL, very respected, very smart. Cody Campbell. Thank you, Cody, very much. Thank you very much. In addition to the people here, we have other council members that want to just pay their respects. One of the greatest players and athletes ever. You could say, when you look at records,
is that Triple H?
Nothing like it. Tiger and Jack. This is Jack. Tiger was here not so long ago getting the presidential medal.
I got my ass whooped because of him. You know that?
He's a fantastic
guy. If that's Triple H, I got my ass whooped because of Triple H.
Nicholas, and
you know that?
Because
when I was a kid, I would walk up to people,
Nelly Porter, who's a phenomenal young, I think you'd say great young
Dog, I got
player.
my ass whooped. Right? I did not know what that meant the first couple of times.
Tony Romo,
that's why I kept doing it until I got my ass beat.
Great football player, quarterback, also a great golfer. Nick Bosa, who's, you know him, he's a modern day version of Lawrence. What do you think? He's pretty good, right, Lawrence? Pretty good. He is. Saquon Barkley was on the council.
Saquon Barkley.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, who is really, he's been fantastic. He's been, when he's not injured, he's great. He's got to stay healthy, but he's a great guy. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is on the commission. NFL Commissioner Gary Bettman, and the great one Wayne Gretzky is on, and a man who also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, Mariano Rivera. And when I looked at his record, it was unbelievable. The Sandman, my wife said, why do they keep playing the Sandman when he walks in? And I said, because he just puts the batter to sleep. He was great. When you look at his record compared to second, and Raleigh Fingers was great.
He might have butchered the
name. He was really great. But when you look at the record, boy, Mariano had a record. I've never seen anything like it. He was so high up. The order that I'll sign today in a few moments directs the council to develop strategies to improve America's physical fitness and renew the American spirit, excellence, competitiveness, and sportsmanship.
Look at
To that
Besson
end, I'm
over
pleased
there.
to announce that
That's
we're
right, I do like
officially
sports.
restoring the
I
Presidential
do.
Fitness
I do like
Test
sports. I like-
and the
I like a lot of
Presidential
sports. I
Fitness
respect
Award,
it.
and it's going to be a very big thing.
As you say,
From
I
the late
respect it.
1950s
I like
until
sports.
the
Thank you, Mr.
2013, graduate scholars all across our country competed against each other in the Presidential Fitness Test, and it was a big deal. This was a wonderful tradition, and we're bringing it back. I think Bryson and everybody here wanted to see if we could bring that back, and it's turned out to be very popular to do. My administration's also
All right, man.
pressing
2
forward
minutes,
with
minute
the
and a
important
half.
reforms in sports and athletics, and the group behind me and the others that I mentioned and others that I've asked to join. We have many great athletes
Coinbase
have asked
EPS
to join
beat.
the council, and we're going to
I
let
don't- I
some
think
of
that's
them come in.
adjusted.
But
Huge
they're going
beat
to
on
also be
EPS,
working
but
on
everything else
college
still
football in terms of what happened. It's a mess. What happened? It's what they're doing with college football, and the fans are upset about it, and players are being taken from team after team and being traded around like playing cards, and a lot of money's passing and nobody knows what's happening. So these people behind me are going to be very much involved in figuring that whole thing out and working on it and trying to bring some sanity to that incredible, not only the football, college sports.
Focus on the long term.
Very, very bad
Till the
for
panic
women.
comes
very
back.
bad what's happening.
Telling you.
Because now all of
That's
a sudden
why these
there's no
earnings I
women
haven't really touched
that
them.
are
At
able
all.
to get
You
the
know, I
money
had
that
the
they're
other
talking
Apple
about.
for
You know,
other
it seems to
reasons,
be
but
going mostly to
just wait
football,
till panic gets back.
some
There's going to be a
basketball,
lot of plays,
and
I don't think
women's
it's going to
sports are
stay
being
this calm.
totally
for this long.
decimated.
Up
We
or
know
down.
that,
There will be
America,
panic
with,
to the up,
with this.
panic
It's
to
all
the down.
going into football.
But
and,
that's where the trading
some
opportunities
to
with
basketball
options
and
come
everything
alive.
else is being left behind.
Till then, it's going to be
and women
yeah,
are being
it does
left
require
behind,
a lot
and
of bandwidth.
lesser
I
sports
agree.
are being left behind,
So,
and the Olympics is
that's
being
why in the meantime, the other shit
decimated
will
because
come
that
to
was
work
like
for you. And, you
training
know, plant,
for the
rotate
Olympics,
the
and
crops.
now we're not going to have that.
Invest where it's
many of
good
those
for now,
sports
and
left.
then, you know, wait till that
The
opportunity
smaller
arises.
sports,
Just don't force it.
they're almost going to be completely wiped out. This is crazy what's going on. We banned men from competing in women's sports, and last week the United States Olympic and
Apple!
Paralympic Committee announced that they...
All righty. Whoa. Come on. Why are you trying to do that? Greater China revenue. All right. Sorry, Donald Trump. I was enamored. You guys. This Triple H thing threw me off, you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. So, product revenue, third quarter, 66.61. Oh, dude, they got $4 billion too. They beat by $4 billion on total products. iPhone, guess how many billion iPhone beat by? $4 billion. 44.58. Estimate was 40.29. America, 41.28. Let's go to where's services? iPad. No. Give me services. Japan. I might have to flip to the real one. But yeah, bro, that's crazy. Dude, where do you guys get? I'm not even saying no like stupid. This is not no stupid numerology shit, okay? Go repent and praise to Jesus. Because all I'm saying, they all made, there's this $3 to $4 billion extra dollars this earnings season that all the big boys just pulled out of their ass. And maybe it's all from NVIDIA. I don't know, but it's just $3 to $4 billion on all of them. And we have called them all out. I don't know what it means. I'm not assuming anything. I am just observing it. Sales blow past as customers race to beat tariffs. So they're already pumping it. Services was 27.42. What was the estimate? 26. So they beat on services. Fire. So yeah. They beat. But again, I don't know if it was that sexy, but it was $4 billion. I think the revenue is good. iPhone beat is great. Services is a little light, but it went up this time, which we like. I haven't looked at the margin yet, but so far, you could go segment by segment. iPad 6.5, they missed. Mac, I think they 8. They beat on Mac. That's kind of impressive. And then wearables 7.72. They did. Where is the wearable 7.4? They are probably buying there, but like I don't. Again, this one I don't see guidance yet. And then China was 15.37. I could get the deep dive on it, but let me see. Apple will provide a streaming guide. Yeah, no guide yet. So it's a beat. Beat so far, beat on your key. Everything top and bottom line beat, I'm pretty sure. I don't really care about EPS. I don't think anybody else does either right now. Because you got iPhone, you got services, you got fucking MacBook, and then even wearable. Everything looking good for now, and then you even got the pump article behind it. But no guidance. It comes on the call. 30 minutes. Wow. They all got that $3 billion, dog. Right. Trump, we made other trade deals a little while ago. Seal numerous. I forgot he's still alive. All right. Well, Apple is good, but
first of all, I'd like to say the same.
You need a guide if you want to do anything crazy.
President Trump, thank you for this.
But they did good. They did a little better than expected.
I'm truly honored to be
Everybody
on
did.
this.
So all of them at Apple, Amazon, everyone did better than expected. It was just a matter of how much better. And then they all got this little $4 billion. Every single one of them, $3 to $4 billion.
The entire country.
In one segment arrived.
For me, since I was 14, this has been such an important part of my life. Health, fitness, sports, nutrition.
Dog, when I was 14, I was imitating you, brother.
Set you up for success in life. And
Thank you for setting me up for success in life.
You're a lesser place for it. So I look forward to the opportunity to do this. I look forward to the opportunity.
I'm gonna try it at the gym today.
Help make our youth healthy. Help get them engaged.
The first
in
shot
sports,
I make balling, I'm gonna go.
Let them learn what it takes to be successful in life. So thank you very much for the honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. In December of 1960, a month after he won the election, my uncle, who was about
Dude,
to be
I do
president,
emotes when I
wrote an
play.
article
You know that?
For Physical or Sports Illustrated.
So if I get an
called The
assist,
Soft American, and
like
he was
when I pass
lamenting
the ball
fact
and they're
that
open, right when they shoot
America
it,
had prided
I
itself
throw
on
my
its
hands
beef
up
jerky
like the
toughness.
soccer players when they go, goal! I do that on the court in real life every time. I love it. I do goal every time. I don't say it. I just do the hand motion.
Going to make physical fitness of our kids.
And then I just look off to the distance.
And I'm so grateful to President Trump for bringing back this tradition.
That's not a 2K
I was talking
emote.
to Paul before we went
2K
in here.
ain't got swag like that.
We were part of the Council on Physical Fitness when we were kids. And you had to do sit-ups, you had to do pull-ups, you had to do shuttle runs, you had to do one-mile
I
runs.
love them. Is it weird that I love them?
And they awarded the top 15%.
Like the old guys that I play with, I love them.
With a badge.
It's only been a couple of months, but I love them. They're all, dude, because they just talk shit and they clown each other. And then like this one guy, he just talks shit though. Like if you try to close out on him, he has the ugliest jump shot ever. And you close out on him, and the ball goes in there. He goes, too late.
I'm so grateful to President Trump for your leadership
Good guy, bro.
and bringing this back for our country.
Thank you very much. Honor representing the great women in sports. Please.
If you never pedigreed someone, you have. What the fuck does that mean?
Thank you, Mr.
sir?
President, Vice President Vance. This is truly an honor. I want to thank the team behind me here for giving us trust to be able to do this. Sport has always been part of my life, and the importance of living a healthy, active lifestyle is cannot be any more important than nowadays. So thank you for the trust, and I can't wait to get to work to make a difference in kids' lives, but also in people's lives. I think the time is so important. Obesity is the highest it's ever been. Mental health, as we all know, the need ought to be tackled. So thank you for the trust, and look forward to going to work with the team behind me.
Bro,
appreciate it.
You know what I realized? I learned a new move on the court. And I don't know. Tell me. Some of you guys may have experience. Tell me if this is correct. You could post up anybody on a rec court.
On this team. I don't know.
Because I was too afraid to try it.
Supposed to be doing,
and then they threw me the ball in the paint, and I acted like Shaquille O'Neal, and it worked.
Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can.
So I got a new move in my bag that I didn't have in high school, bro. You know, I've never posted up in high school ever, bro.
To serve
I was
on the
tiny.
council. just excited.
I'll be like, you could feed me in the paint now. I got the step back, everything.
Be healthy and thrive and grow up and be great
Bro,
citizens of this country and be
I like it.
great family members.
I thought I would get my
contribute
shit swatted
to this great country, and I think you have to be strong in mind, in body, and soul. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, sure, sir. Well, thank you all, and thanks to the president for setting up this important commission. Thanks to all the great athletes for lending their credibility to it. I think all of us who have young kids at home just know that kids are healthier, they're happier, they do better when they're out there, they're being active.
Dog, I got gold lightning
they're hanging out with their friends.
Actually, Hall of Fame.
I think all of
lightning
us have thought at one point in the last few years that
compared
kids
to these old guys, I'm really fast
on their phones, maybe a little bit too much time in front of the TV. We just want kids to do better.
So like, because I started like jab stepping them,
happier, and we know
and
that
then I
getting out there
realized
playing
my
in
jab
sports and being
they would be in the same
active and
spot.
healthy and physically fit.
But then
is a
the
critical
old
part
guy
of this.
told me,
So
bro, you are
I'll
so
do credit
fast.
to the president and Secretary
Oh,
Kennedy's
you are so
leadership. This is
fast.
all about
And
just
that's
making
why
our
I was
kids
like,
better citizens, better people, and happier in their daily lives. And I think this is a great team to get it accomplished. Thank you, sir.
I was on my high school team, yeah, bro, every year. I love basketball, even if I was short. We had to play, bro. I wasn't good, but I got better. And then when I sucked, I played defense. And that's a lesson in life, bro. You know that? I had a coach, my brother, he told me that. He said, you suck. And until you get better, you better play defense.
Okay.
And that was the only way I could get playing time. You know why? Because I was willing to run. I can't dunk anymore. I've dunked the ball in my life. I've like thrown the ball in the rim and touched the rim at the same time. And like could pull it down kind of. It's a fake dunk. I did that once in my life where I had a period in my life where I could do it. I can still get backboard. You know that? I could make a video. I could hit backboard to this day. But then it's scary if I land. I could go up. I could take off, but my landing isn't the same anymore. That's the only problem. I think it's the bill on the sports.
Maybe Lawrence Taylor.
And the college athletes and the money stuff, I
know
think.
Him so well.
And then like something with physical
a lot
education.
Of sports heroes. It meant a lot. I was always a person that loved playing sports. I was good at sports.
I could beat Joe at golf.
Really
Easy.
On sports, you thought about nothing else. It was nothing else outside. It kept you. And to an extent, this is one of the reasons I like golf. You get away for a couple of hours. I play quickly. And get
that's
through
faster.
And for 2 hours, you're not thinking about all of the nonsense and all of the
I
important
haven't
things,
got new
frankly,
D-ball
but,
shoes. Bro, I
cleans
balled
your
in the
mind.
CrossFit shoes yesterday.
I think sports is so important.
I had
think
leg day, so I had to
gonna
wear
be
the
very
CrossFit
important.
trainers,
And
the flat
it gives you
ones,
a little,
and I wanted a ball.
little exercise.
So yeah,
Sometimes a lot of exercise. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Sports are, you learn about people and you learn about how people compete. Now, it doesn't mean that if somebody's not a good athlete, a lot of people just are not good athletes, so they can't compete. But you learn about people playing sports and playing sports with and against some.
I know Reddit is.
so
Reddit's monster.
I've always loved it. It's been very important
as much
to me.
as
These
I
people
could
are
come up with a
you
lot
know,
of theory,
inspirations.
whatever
These
it
are the top
is.
people
It's a
in
monster
their
beat.
individual sports.
All around,
The council
consistently.
itself, I mean, they have
It's
the
disgusting.
greatest, some of the greatest
But
champions.
that's
for
what
the
I
most
said.
part,
It beats
the
the
greatest
market maker,
champions
and they
in their
did. The
sport.
market maker said 13,
so they
15.
really understand sports.
That was a
and,
killer
understanding
beat.
it's very important. Thank you for the
So,
question.
I'm not even a fan, but
Please go ahead.
It is what it is.
Talk about your plans for the new ballroom that was announced today.
Yeah.
The $200 million, that's going to be paid for by yourself?
By me, yeah.
By me.
It's a private thing. Yeah, I'll do it, and we'll probably have some donors or whatever. But it's about $200 million. So we've been planning it for a long time. They've wanted a ballroom at the White House for more than 150 years, but there's never been a president that was good at ballrooms. I'm really good. In fact, I looked at one that we just built in Turnberry in Scotland, and it's incredible. We're good at building. I'm good at building things, and we'll get it built quickly and on time. It'll be beautiful, top of the line.
That's why we should fire Powell.
Retain the best architects and
He can't
engineers.
build. He
Everything
sucks.
else.
Slow.
It'll be built over on the east side, and it will be beautiful. It'll be views of the Washington Monument. It won't interfere with the current building. It won't be. It'll be near it, but not touching it. And pays total respect to the existing building, which I'm the biggest fan of. It's my favorite place. I love it. but they've wanted it. And you know, when they have big events, you entertain the president of China or the president of any place, and you have big crowds. They've always had to get a tent, and you've probably been to some of them, Bobby. When it rains, it's a disaster. And the tent's
the
100
UFC
yards.
event at the
That's
White House,
more than a football field
it just
away
sucks,
from
bro. I
the
hate
main
how
entrance.
we get.
And people
At another point in my life, I would be like,
to the tent. It's not.
why
a
are we doing all of this stuff at the White
lovely
House?
Evening gowns, all of their
You know what
hair
I'm
all
saying?
done, and they're a mess by the time they
But
get
then
there.
again, I've
They've
seen a
always
lot
wanted
of
to have
stuff.
it, and I said, you know, in the first term, I said, you know, if I get another shot at this, I'm going to do a ballroom. I was pretty busy in the first because I was running the country, and I was also fighting
did they
for
take it
survival
down?
with
No.
all of the lunatics I had to
Yeah,
beat.
no, they still have it up.
But it worked out. Obviously, it worked out very well because here we are. But I always said I was going to
Yeah,
do something
you
about
know,
the ballroom
dude, it's
because
crazy,
they should
but-
have one. So we'll
Yeah, I
be
don't
leaving
know.
it. It'll be a great legacy project, and I think it'll be special. You saw some renderings of the initial. I think it'll be really
Like
beautiful.
I've told you guys, you know,
No
some of
government
these
tells us.
things I haven't been a fan of. And I support Donald Trump and I like him, but we don't answer to him. So you know that, right? You only answer to one thing in this world. Amen. So, yeah. That's why I hope you, you know, we will be vocal on what is
I
good
didn't
and
know.
what
I mean,
is bad, and
I would
hopefully
figure
for
it
the
was
benefit of all.
ABC fake news that would ask that question, one of the worst. But no, I don't know really why. But I said if he's taking anybody from Mar-a-Lago, he's hiring or whatever he's doing. I didn't like it, and we threw him out. We said we don't want him, you know, at the place. This is a story that's been known for many years, as you know. But it's I didn't like it that he was doing that. Yeah, please. Say it again.
If Canada moves forward with recognizing the Palestinian state, is that a deal breaker?
Well, we're going to see. No,
Apple's
I didn't
good.
like
It's
what they said,
1.7.
but you know,
So,
that's,
I don't know.
that's their
What was the
opinion. I didn't
pricing
like
in?
that. Not a deal breaker, but we haven't spoken to Canada today. He's called, and we'll see. But we have made a few deals today that are excellent deals for the country. You know, we're taking in literally trillions of dollars for the country. This is making our country very rich and respected again. We have, you know, I tell these people, and I say it as much as I have to say it, but every leader is at NATO, and I was in the Middle East with the three great countries, three great leaders, Qatar, you know, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and everybody said the same thing. All of the NATO countries, essentially, they said that we were a dead country. 1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now
damn.
we're the hottest country
Apple
in
was
the world.
pricing
Look at
in
you people.
4%.
We're the hottest country anywhere
So
in the
beat
world. We're
on
doing
your
great.
top
Yeah,
metrics
do
and
you
every.
have,
You don't have guidance yet, though. So it's going to come out in 15 minutes on the call, maybe 20,
Well,
30
they have
minutes.
to
But
pay a fair
yeah, they're pricing them
rate.
4,
That's
bro.
all. It's very simple.
So
They
you're half of the
have been
expectation, a
charging
little bit
very,
under
very
half
high
right now.
Tariffs to our farmers, some over 200%. And they've been treating our farmers very badly. They've been treating our country
Donald
very
Trump,
badly
can
for
you help
years.
me? I'm a farmer,
Look,
and I'm getting
we
tariffed
like
on
Canada. I love
option
Canada. I have
premiums.
so many friends in Canada.
If you could assist
But,
the farmers,
they've
we
been
would
very
need. Can you
poorly
get
led.
us
They've
look
been
back
very, very
options,
poorly led. And,
Mr. President?
All we want is
as a
fairness for our
farmer,
country. That's all. You know, they wanna be,
we need
under
protect
the,
your farmers.
As we call it, the
We need
Golden
look back
Dome.
options, sir.
And I said, well,
I
you
own,
know,
I,
you have to pay
as
for
a
that.
proud owner
They
of
want
30
a lot of
acres
things from our country, and
of
for years we did it.
agriculture,
We basically
farmland,
protect them
that
with
would
our
be what we
military. They
need,
spend
sir.
very little money on their military, as you know. Not an acceptable amount of money. Yeah, please.
President, your tariffs policy goes into effect tomorrow.
Yeah.
As you know, a federal appellate court today heard oral arguments about whether or not you had the authority to unilaterally impose those tariffs. I'm not going to get you to weigh in on the legal arguments, but you're weighing your decision to do that, your authority to do that, based on a 1977 law that's never been invoked before. Why didn't you invoke
Well, we've been winning all along. Just say it.
I just want to ask you, why didn't you invoke this law in your first term? You could have
You've been winning all along.
billions upon billions of dollars in your first term, but you waited until your second.
Yeah, because in my first term, I was fighting lunatics like you who were trying to do things incorrectly and inappropriately to a president that was duly elected. And we did do certain tariffs in the first term. If you look at China, we took in hundreds of billions of dollars from China. But when COVID came, the last thing I was going to do is tell France and Italy and Spain and a couple of other countries that we're going to hit you with tariffs. We had to fight the COVID situation when that came. But if you look at my first term, we took in hundreds of billions of dollars worth of tariffs, but you people didn't cover it very well. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I'm representing the foreign polls today. I'm asking you two questions with foreign polls. The first one, do you plan to re-engage diplomatically with Iran, go with direct talks with them, or are you happy with the current situation, having no deal with Iran?
Well, Iran has been acting very badly.
Hey, Chad. Dude, I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to gross you out.
Nuclear capability.
You know, one of my bathroom breaks today, I
been,
took a full-on dump.
Within 3 or 4 weeks was
I
decimated.
need to take another dump, I think,
It's
right now.
been obliterated.
So,
the,
yeah, I didn't want to,
Atomic
I didn't want to
Energy
scare
Commission
you.
said the place is
Yeah,
just
I'll be
decimated.
shitting
Now they
today,
can
bro.
start
I'll be
again.
shitting on 'em. You know, like,
but
literally.
they start in different
So,
sites because
praise
they
the
were
Lord.
hit. I tell you what,
I gotta go.
The job
I gotta
these
go take a dump.
pilots did with
I
their
gotta go play ball.
B-2 bombers,
I
those
love you.
unbelievable machines,
You're
they
blessed,
travel
Chad.
36 hours.
Chad, the wisdom is there. May we all be blessed, you know? One day, may I hope one day, all of us. They give me the 300, bro. Jesus first. All aligned, same goal, same mission. Oh, they don't feel me, bro. You'll see the same. Oh my goodness. So, Chad, I love you. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. Go listen back to the Philo if need be. But we get a Friday tomorrow, God willing. We get a watch list tonight, God willing. So get ready and just take care of yourself. It's all the mind, bro. The mind, the heart. And just nothing is impossible. The spectrum of thoughts, okay? And you are a child of the light. And God is with you, my friend. And you are meant for good. You know that? I know. It's hard for people to imagine, but I believe. And don't let anybody tell you not. You can have anything in this, and anything is not just items. So there's a reason why, baby. There's rule number 1 always, baby. Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory, and through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Chatadonia. You have a blessed one. See you tonight, baby. And God bless America. Thank you, veterans. And all of you are getting a house. Believe. The belief. Oh, man. Amen. Goodbye. Yeah, I believe, Dad. I believe. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I can remember I can take. I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me soaring through that open door. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can fly. I like Howard. Howard believes. So should you. Goodbye.